What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of Don't Be Sour. Hold on.
You're the only one today.
Yeah, I'm the only one. Big episode. We got Russ Swole on. Big round of applause.
Snaps.
I'm liking this 4-way pod thing we got going. And Joe Boppity Boopy is back.
Thought you got rid of me.
You know, the
world was trying, dude.
We had a lot of comments that were going, so glad Joe's not on this episode. Then I had a whole lot of comments that go, not watching this episode because Joe's not on this episode.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the not watching.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the happy people.
Joe's a polarizing dude, bro. Joe is you love him or you hate him or you love to hate him. I feel like that's pretty much all what goes on. But
yeah, I've been going through it, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to talk about that or just kind of.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty numb to everything now. There's even more that you don't know about that I'll tell you after the pod because I don't even want to get into it. But
okay,
what's going on?
Hold on. All right.
Long story short. Wait. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Before we intro you,
before we get into the dark stuff.
Yeah. Let me depress everyone. Real
Yeah.
quick.
I was like, goddamn.
Yeah.
First off, sinus infection for like a month. Like I haven't slept. I got a steroid shot yesterday, and I was like, bro, I look like a fucking lobster. Like I was so flushed all day yesterday, even today.
Sinus infection, like that's just like.
Dude, I don't know. I think they're gonna send me to an ENT. I basically had an on and off sinus infection for like a month. Like it goes away and it comes back and it goes away. So now they think it's bacterial, so they give me an antibiotic and shit. But it's just like I can't breathe. Like so much fucking pressure and shit, and like to the point where I'm like, this is nuts. The reason I wasn't on the pod though, on top of being sick, I found out that my dog has cancer. So she has started chemo. She's doing well. But literally came out of fucking nowhere. And honestly, the number of people that have like reached out to me and the same thing happened to them, like shit's wild.
So Sienna.
It was okay. So long. Yeah. So I have a 4-year-old Doberman that's like super healthy and everything else. So we were, she was being a little weird, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. She like wouldn't eat as fast as she normally would. And then I went out of town, and while I was out of town, my girlfriend was like, oh shit, my bad. My girlfriend was like, hey, Sienna's neck's kind of like a little swollen, and I'm like, okay, like send me a picture, and you really couldn't tell, and I was like, all right, I get back tomorrow, and I got back, and it was like just swollen under like her jaw, nothing crazy, and we're like, fuck it, let's take her to the vet, and the vet looks at her and immediately like, oh, I think this is lymphoma, and it's like she's fine, just showed up,
like how like when you say swollen, like
maybe like a bee sting, like just like little like swollen like
noticeable
nodes.
that Amanda.
Yeah.
At the touch.
Yeah, by the time I got home, they had like you could visibly kind of see them. And then they sent that off for like a lab, and the lab did the fucking biopsy, and they're like, yeah, it's lymphoma. And then we met with the cancer specialist, and then he had to do the staging, and a stage 4 lymphoma.
Jesus.
Potentially stage 5. They don't know yet. They're still going back and forth. And she started chemo literally within a week. Like a week ago, I had a healthy dog, and now I have a stage 4 chemo dog.
But like, I mean, I don't know about the sciences
Apparently,
of that kind of shit, but like, how does that happen?
I don't even know. So I asked. Apparently, from what I've been told, it is a super fast cancer, and the lymph nodes are actually like the last thing that gets like swollen. So the vet was like, she's probably had like even that weird eye thing she had was probably like a precursor.
Because you said her eye was red, and
she had like 6 months ago, her eyes were like really inflamed, and like the specialist was like, oh, a different specialist was like, oh, it's probably just allergies, and like gave her a steroid and it went away. Yeah, I mean, I guess you said a lot of times like it's the last thing you'll notice. So like the dog could have it for like 6 months and like be slowing down, and you wouldn't really notice. And then like by the time the lymph nodes are inflamed, that's like the last. So yeah, basically they were like, she has either like potentially a month to live. Like they basically told me like she's not gonna make it through July if you don't start chemo, or start chemo. And best case scenario, we get a couple years out of her. We'll see.
What does
That's best case.
Yeah, no, best. I mean, so the 90% of dogs, if she's not stage 5, 90% of dogs, they said will make it to remission, and then like there's like the remission's typically around a year. So he's had dogs that have gone on to live fucking 12 years after, and he's had dogs that it comes back 3 months after the end of chemo, and that's
I think
it, so.
One of Taylor's family dogs got diagnosed with I think the same thing or something, but like the dog ended up going on living like years and years and years. So I mean,
but with no treatment, I mean they're basically like 1 month. Like,
well, first of all, I'm so sorry, bro.
No. I'm pretty numb to it now. I've been dealing with it for the last week, so I had an emotional day, a couple days, and now I'm.
How is she reacting?
She's good right now. Yeah, no, she's like back to her normal self.
What is chemo for a dog?
Mm-hmm. Like she runs and stuff.
So I don't know how deep you want to get into this, but I thought the same. So I'm like, I don't really want to put her through that. Dogs handle chemo way better than we do. So like the They sedate them, so it's literally like an IV. So I drop her off basically every Tuesday going forward. I drop her off in the morning. They sedate them. They do an IV of chemo for like 30 minutes, and I pick her up. The sedation, I think, is harder on her than the chemo. Because like that first day, like she's trying to come out of it. By day 2 or 3, I mean, she was like back to her normal self. I mean, she's fine. They don't, like, their hair doesn't fall out. They can get like throw up and diarrhea and shit. Like that's the main thing. But she hasn't had any of that yet. She's been fine.
Will her neck like go down?
Yeah, it already has. But she's also on a shit ton of steroids. So I don't know what's causing the thing to go down. But at the moment, she's like back to her.
So if I like, when I see Sienna next,
she would play with. Yeah, you wouldn't even notice probably.
Fuck, bro, I can't.
But I mean, the good news is she's handling it well, so the vet's pretty optimistic. The only thing we have to worry about now is her blood levels are kind of weird. So the vet's like, potentially it might have gotten into her bones, like bone marrow and stuff. And if that happens, then it's immediately stage 5, and then like the prognosis isn't as great. So we're just waiting. We find that out this next week. So
is the science? I mean, not. I don't. This is a tough topic.
It's literally like, people chemo. Like it's the same drugs, same everything, and it costs the same as fucking people chemo.
Yeah.
It is
How
not.
much is it? That's what I was gonna ask.
So to get her, I mean, full transparency, if it's happened to anybody, to get her, like the initial testing and shit was like $3,000. Now the staging's another $3,000 to find out what stage it is and all that, and then basically it's like, about $12,000 for chemo for the whole thing. So close to $20,000, like by the time I'm all said and done. But I looked at it as like, I mean, it's like my fucking child. It's like if I have the means to, like, if I can afford that, it's not going to hurt me. Like I would feel so bad if I was like, no.
For
Which
sure.
is funny because I think we always are like, how much money would you spend to save your dog? And like now I'm getting to actually experience that. But
The Joe of like a long time ago, you wouldn't have done this.
probably not. I never really liked dogs
You didn't
until
like
I got
dogs,
my
yeah.
dog. Yeah, I was always
Yeah.
like, bro, it's a fucking dog.
You used to
Take it
hate
around back.
dogs, yeah.
Now I'm like, yeah, no, it's.
You know who
it's,
would do the same thing? Who has a Doberman too? Alex. I feel like if he was in the same position, because Alex was just
so
like
funny.
you,
Yeah.
hated dogs, got a Doberman. Now he like loves his dog.
Yeah. So no, it ain't cheap, and it's based on weight. So you want a smaller dog. Like the first situation, I know. The first bill I paid when I like got there, the guy in front of me has a little Chihuahua with lymphoma, and his bill was like $200, and mine was like $1,900, and I'm just like, this
is the science of
Jesus.
yeah. The heavier the dog, the more it is.
is the science of like dog illnesses the same as humans, as like we still don't know the solutions to them as
Yeah,
much?
no, they
like,
don't. Yeah, they literally. So I guess lymphoma is one of the like few cancers that is exactly the same in dogs as people. So they actually use like the dogs, like what Sienna's going through, the research they do on her, they actually will like give some of that information to. Like they'll use that for human study shit too.
Last thing I want to ask is, I mean, I think like illnesses like that are probably, I hate just saying like shitty luck type of thing, but like, did Sienna like get any? Because isn't there a bunch of like vaccines for dogs or something? Like
no, they don't know what. So even in humans, they don't know what causes lymphoma. Like they try to tie it back to like pesticides and stuff like that, but they have no idea. I mean, it's just a luck of the draw. Some dogs are predisposed to it. It could be genetics. Oddly enough, I was reading that in humans, we don't know what causes it, but veterans that have fought overseas are like 30 times more likely to get lymphoma. Basically, if you're a veteran that fought in like the Middle East, you're way more likely to get lymphoma than in people here.
Well, there's
something to do with the chemicals and shit that they were inhaling. I don't know what they.
Well, there's a lot of illness. Like even with my dad with ALS, that's why they tied ALS to a military related illness because of like
trauma and shit.
No. It's like something that you're just like exposed to in the weather. Because I don't know. I don't even know the exact things to say it, but like they associate it's a military associated illness, which is why
lymphoma's the same. Then I guess.
Yeah. Fuck, bro.
So and then some family shit. Literally had like 4 bad things happen in the same like week of time. So that's why it was not on the pod last week. But I'm good now.
And it's all
Senna's good
during your birthday.
Yeah. I was sick on my birthday with a cancer dog.
Fuck, bro. God.
Yeah, I think I found out she had stage 4 cancer like the day before my birthday.
God, that sucks.
And then I woke up on my birthday with fucking sinus infection. I was
Well,
like, cool.
we are all gonna fucking keep sending our prayers, man. Like,
Cool.
and yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know how you switch.
No, we're good now.
I'm like, damn, how do we move forward?
No, like I said, I'm pretty numb to it now. Like it's been a little bit, so yeah, I'm good.
You got another black guy.
Yeah. yeah. The day we went golfing was the day I found out.
Yeah.
And like I was trying, so that's why I didn't.
Yeah,
I told
you
him,
were
but I
being
didn't tell
weird.
y'all.
You were
I
being
know.
quiet, yeah.
I was trying so hard not to think about it, but that was like the day after I found out, and I was still like fucking like crying over it and shit.
Yeah.
If Mila got
I couldn't
Mila
imagine.
got cancer, bro.
Well, dude, she's just so young. I mean, that was my thing. It was like if Sienna was 8 or 9, like I would still be terrible, but it wouldn't, it's like she's 4. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, she's a fucking puppy still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
All right, well, let's happy notes now. Hey, but I'm just going to give you all a warning. Due to that, I'm probably the least fucking learned up on current events, so I'm probably just not going to yap too much this episode because I haven't seen anything, dude. I've been sick, dealing with the dog and shit. I don't know what's happened the last 2 weeks.
Russell, you big politics guy?
I've grown into it. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know anything that's happened, dude. I haven't seen shit.
We did a whole episode like that. We can go at least another 17 weeks without talking about politics. Yo, is that chair going to support all the muscle that you got going on over there, bro?
We straight, bro.
We got
shift down a little bit more.
We got Russ. Bro, I don't know if I've ever asked how do you pronounce your last name?
Orhii.
Orhii.
Yeah, it's like you could do Orhii or Orhii.
That was really anticlimactic. I thought it was gonna be like some crazy last name.
No.
The way you asked. It's like,
how do you pronounce it?
Orhii.
Well, how is it spelled? Then you would have
Orhii.
I would assume Orhii.
Orhii.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, we got Russ Swole on the pod. We've had you. I've back in the day when the pods were strictly interviews. We've done one, but what's been happening with you over the past been 2 years since that episode? A year and a half?
Did you have us like during Black History Month last time?
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. It was either Juneteenth or it was Black History Month.
It was. Remember
I made a joke.
Yeah,
I was like,
someone made a comment one time because I had Ronnie Coleman and then like you and then Russell and then everyone's like, why do y'all have them all back to back? I'm like, bro, this just happens to be the order. This just happens to be it.
It was Black History Month. Russ is right. I remember that month.
Like 2 years ago?
It was like 2 years ago. We made a joke about it, but I don't think you put 2 and 2 together. We were like, damn, this is actually perfect. This is Black History Month. And I think you gave us like watermelon, like sour strips.
No,
okay, all right, no.
That's too much. That's too much.
I busted out.
No, I was not a part of that shit. Get the fuck out.
No, I still have it over there. I busted out the Hennessy with.
Yeah, you did do that. You did do that.
Close.
Because you told me.
Yeah, I did.
I go, what alcohol would he like? He goes, Hennessy, man.
Yes.
He goes, Henny.
You're a joke. You're a fucking
I do remember
joke.
that.
I don't even drink hen, which is funny as fuck.
You want some? Because I
still got it. I still got your name on it.
We haven't touched it. It's right there, bro.
Is it for real? I'll take. It's right. I do see it.
That's the only
I told
one.
Sholly about this. I don't want to hijack this, but I told Sholly about the day before I was in Galveston. I didn't know that Juneteenth like started in Galveston, Texas.
Yeah.
Like that is the birthplace of Juneteenth.
Really?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't know. So we were there, but I didn't know. Dude, I'm like driving through Galveston. I'm like, dude, it's like
Very black.
really black in Galveston. Bro, I'm like, this is like I don't like something's going on or whatever. And I told Sholly's like, bro, it's Juneteenth. I'm like, okay. He's like, that's literally started in Galveston. I'm like, yeah. The fucking waiter at the restaurant told us. She's like, oh, it's like really cool. You are celebrating Juneteenth here. And we're like, celebrating what? I had no fucking clue, dude. I was like, what's going on?
You and your friends picked that one weekend.
We didn't know.
Weekends,
I didn't fucking know.
That is fucking
there was
hilarious.
parades and shit. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like,
I mean, not the same thing, but the first time I went to Galveston with Taylor, it was also like it was like the ultimate like biker week in Galveston. Like we get there and there's just thousands and thousands of people on fucking Harleys, and I'm like, why? What's happening right here?
hey, what is Juneteenth?
I think
I
it's
don't
like
wanna put you on the spot,
No,
but-
I'm pretty sure it's the day where like the last slaves found out they were freed.
So Galveston was like the last fucking
Yeah.
damn.
Like they had been freed for like 2 years already, but like they were
They
the
didn't know
last
that?
to find out. Yeah.
Why is Joe Biden important for that day? Is he's the president that declared it that day?
I think he's the first person to like acknowledge it being a federal holiday or something.
Oh, that's what it was.
Was
yeah.
it? I feel like we've had it for a while.
Nah, it's always
Like
been like
back
a
when he was like a politician, I think he made it like a holiday, right? I don't want to sound stupid, please.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it got recognized as a federal holiday.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I feel like some black people celebrated it, but it wasn't well known. Because I remember when it became a federal holiday, like a lot of people were like, "The fuck is Juneteenth? Like, what is this shit?"
It recently became a federal holiday.
Yeah, it recently became.
That's why I think Joe Biden was the one that
signed it,
declared
and it's like now like some businesses will acknowledge that day and have you not coming to work.
I know what Juneteenth is, just to clear it up. I'm just saying that. Why is Joe Biden like attached to it?
He was in Galveston when we were there. We picked the worst fucking time to go.
Yeah.
He was cops everywhere. Yeah,
Biden was there? Oh,
yeah, he
yeah.
went to Galveston the day of Juneteenth, and my brother was cop. It was crazy.
And he's still kicking.
Okay, I got one more dumb question on this while we're on it. Let's just knock out all the questions. Why is it called Juneteenth? Like what? Like
Because it's June 19th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
June and 19th. Yeah.
Oh, so they just combine. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Juneteenth.
interesting.
19th.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I guess Galveston was the last because it's so far south. I mean, it's not even. I don't know.
I guess because back then, like news traveled a certain type of way, and like maybe they're just like at the very edge.
Well, there's only like 2 bridges to get into Galveston.
what would happen if it was on
the white man was like, no.
What would happen if
the
it
news
was?
is not getting across the bridge.
What would it be called if it was on the 20th?
June 20th. I don't know, man.
That's less cool.
Juneteenth?
Juneteenth is a cool name.
Juneteenth? I don't
Yeah.
know. Juneteenth?
Yeah. Okay. Russell, what's new with you? You got a girlfriend, bro?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Okay.
Straight into it.
Well, because
Yeah.
last time I asked and it was like, whoa.
Is this new?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty new. Yeah, it's pretty new.
All right.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty new, or you're pretty newly open about it.
No. So like we've been dating for like pretty much a year, and I made it official pretty recently.
What's her
That's
name and
not
social
new.
security number?
Oh
hell no.
my God.
You know, it's so funny. We were because we
Have
were.
you posted yet?
Nah, we were actually on a double date last night, and then the other couple asked us like, "When are you guys ever gonna do like a hard launch?" And I was like, "I've never really thought about it, and I don't think so." Like I'm like,
You got to.
we post a lot on our lives like on social media, and I've realized now that this is something I might just be chilling. Like I like being present with her, so it's like there's no desire to just like.
Is
Put
it
our
easy
relationship on
to? Is it
Front Street.
easy to find out?
Yeah, I'd be with her in public like all the time.
As someone that has recently dealt with, I'm a very like private, not private, but like I looked at it when I first started dating Amanda, like, oh, I don't want to post it all over social media. I don't want like the drama and shit.
I did the same thing with Taylor.
And like, it's nice, but just know she's gonna.
You did?
It's gonna happen.
I started.
It's gonna. No, I'm saying like she'll quit. Like it very quickly
she'll-
becomes like, are you trying to hide me?
No,
Yeah.
because like we've had that. She's very chill. She's very
Give it another
logical.
year.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll come.
Eventually
But
it'll
no,
come
but
up.
like it's not like I'm like trying to hide her. It's just I just
No.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it will. At some point, I think all girls are like, why aren't you posting?
We're just pulling a Drake with his kid, you know. Like we're not trying to hide
that's not the same thing, dude.
the kid from the world. We're trying to hide the world from our kid.
Is
right?
Drake,
Or something
Drake
like
back? Drake cool again?
that? Bro,
or
he
is he
put out
still
a new song, bro.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that?
I did listen
Charlie
to it.
doesn't like rap music.
I did, but for some reason, bro, it just kind of felt like
I'm gonna
We're
say
almost-
it. Drake sucks now, bro.
it's like we're reliving the same. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at Russell because I feel like he really dissected the song. Like, it kind of just feels like we're reliving the same.
Bro, just auto
Story-
tune. Like,
Yeah, it's the same
something like that?
storyline. It's like beef, and then he comes back, and then like I don't know. The song
I
didn't
don't think he
hit.
can come back, dude. After the Super Bowl, I think Drake's like that was like
Drake's
the-
like one of my favorite artists, and I don't like anything they just put out.
that was
recently.
fucking brutal. Like they put Kendrick on the big screen for the Super Bowl, and he called Drake a pedophile in front of 20 million people.
Yeah, it's
You don't come back from that.
gonna be hard to recover from that.
Yeah, I mean he's got $1
he-
billion, so
He'd be all right. I feel like he's still the most streamed artist. Like
yeah.
No, he's still super popular, and like
yeah,
I just
on
love all his-
Spotify and all that kind of stuff. They actually just put iTunes just put out that he's the most. I think he has like the most streamed songs like out of Taylor Swift, like anybody. Like it's Drake. Yeah.
Hey, while we're on this, how y'all feel about Kanye? Because he's trying to come back. He said he's like, I'm not a Nazi anymore. He launched some songs that have nothing to do with that now.
I'm good. I think I stopped talking about Kanye. In like
I think
20
Eminem just did
16.
a song with JD.
JID.
JID.
Yeah, JID, and
Yeah.
like there's a whole verse about him dogging on Kanye for
I
his
don't.
cousin.
I don't
thing.
think you can come back from that, but he's trying.
No, Kanye won't come back. I mean,
He's
I think Kanye will only come back to the people that give him attention.
David.
He's yeah.
Did you know that Kanye?
It's just David.
Did you know that Kanye? I'm gonna get the numbers mildly mixed up, but he on like Billionaires Row in Malibu, the houses that got burned down, besides Grant Cardone's, on this strip, he bought a mansion for 75. Let me get these numbers mixed up, but like $75 million. He then paid someone to completely demolish the entire inside, like literally with a hammer, demolish it, and then he listed it for sale cheaper than what he bought it for.
Hey, speaking of, did
Like
you
what?
Are you remodeling a house? What are you doing? Have you
I'm still
decided yet?
looking.
Still looking?
Yeah.
We are all over the place
Yeah,
here.
man.
I'm dude. I missed it, dude.
Wait,
Yeah.
go on.
I don't fuck with Kanye like that.
You don't?
He used to be my favorite
He
artist.
used to be a Kanye stan.
Yeah, like a Kanye star.
Bro,
yeah.
back in the day when I was a wee little boy, when we had to time the radio, and you're like, oh shit, the song came on, I can't go anywhere because it's on the radio. Jesus Walks came on.
It was never on the radio.
Yes, it was.
That was like
No.
there's a line in the song about like it wasn't allowed to be on the radio.
It's like
As a
it
young
was,
boy
no,
in
it was
Roanoke,
more
I
so,
listened to
it
it.
was more so like if I make a song about Jesus, the radio won't
Yeah.
play it.
I
And
thought
then
it
ended up
wasn't on the
becoming-
radio.
No, it was on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended up becoming a big
No, it's a great
hit.
song.
Great song.
Jarhead. It was like the theme of fucking Jarhead. It's a movie
You don't
that came
listen
out
to
at one
rap
point.
anymore? I saw that in your video. You said
Never. I don't think ever since I've known you, you've never been like a rap listener.
I mean, the levels of my rap stopped at like Future and Drake, but now I just don't listen to it.
you
anymore.
got me on Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I mean, I can listen to. I mean, I
Tory
don't
Lanez ain't really
What do you
rap.
listen to?
He's like,
like house music.
It's jail rap.
House.
he
music,
listen to
like
house
that.
music now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. House music, country music. Yeah.
Why is that funny,
Corn,
bro?
Linkin Park.
Because he's black.
Bro, I mean,
He's like, I'll say it.
people were
He's black.
some people were commenting and like saying that, and I was just like, bro, like, I just don't like listening to rap. Like, it's just
I feel
like,
you.
it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like
He says like a language, right?
some of the mindset that some of these rappers that stay in, like the stuff that they preach out, I just don't like it penetrating my brain. You know, like my ears, just negativity.
There's definitely a certain type of rap where it's just like
It's
nonsense.
too much.
But, I mean, that's like young rap.
But that's
Yeah,
the
but-
majority of it today.
Do y'all think that like, I mean, I remember like my parents, like when I would put on like Lil Wayne, my parents were like, oh my God, this is terrible. This is fucking trash. And now I'm looking at current rappers like, bro, this is fucking trash.
Yeah, that's
Like, do you think
definitely
it's just us getting older or are they actually fucking worse?
Nah, I think
It's a mixture of both, in my opinion.
I think hip hop had a period where it was a mixture of like young people, but also like substance. And I feel like right now it's literally just young people and there's not too much substance. Because if you look at the rappers that are still putting out conscientious rap, it's like Kendrick Lamar. I think Jid just be rapping
Drake?
sometimes. Nah.
Drake doesn't put out.
I'm not a big fan, but
he
doesn't
have
J.
substance?
Cole put out like a lot of like good?
Yeah, J. Cole puts
Like-
out a lot of good content. But these are
He's
these
more like
guys-
hip hop
like
rather than
OG,
like
Yeah, but these guys are like approaching like 40. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like
Who's the new like,
Doechii, she's like a girl. She raps really, really well.
Bro, I never
Sexy
heard
Red
of
is
her
so bad.
until she
Sexy
like
Red is
won.
so bad, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Until she won the best
never
rap
heard of
album
Nah,
of the year.
so I was listening to her album when it was buzzing because everyone's like, "Oh, it's the greatest shit I've ever heard." I listened to it. I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty good. Like, it's actually really, really
She
good."
beat out the Eminem album, which I know he's never.
Max is very upset about that.
That album, bro. Here's another thing too: is Eminem. Eminem is my favorite rapper of all time, but I actually don't listen to Eminem that much anymore. I feel like it's the same kind of like I'm older. Like I listen to his new album, but his new album is revolutionary, bro. He had
No,
his old Slim
yeah,
Shady
yeah,
and
yeah.
himself, and he would
Yeah.
like cross over.
Is it a
he
good
was-
album?
It's a good album.
There's
Yes.
there's good songs. I wouldn't say it's a good
You know what the
album.
problem with Eminem is? One thing my least favorite thing about Eminem, it's probably like when I was always on like Christian's videos, like, you know, I'm like friends with them, but people are probably like, get this fucking guy. I was like, I don't want this guy on his videos.
Yeah.
Eminem always has all these features of people you've never heard because they're just like his boys. It's never like big names. It's all these like people that I'm like, bro, get these people off your song, bro. I just want you, or you got to have like Drake or The Weeknd or something on there.
See, Eminem is like how Shawty views rap to me. Like, he just says a lot of nothing, but it's like he says it well. But it's
his
just
is
like
he's not trying to like. He's just trying to like show you how
Good he can rhyme.
he can like
I think
lyrically.
he used to do that. The new album, I feel like he's like trying too hard to be like, I'm uncancelable. It's like
That's
I
what I'm
think if
saying,
you
yeah.
are uncancelable, it's cool to lean into that. But I don't think it's cool to like nonstop, like every song he's like leaning into it.
I tried
He's like, look,
listening-
I could say retard 8 times a song and not get canceled, and he's rapping about that.
I
I'm
tried
like,
listening to that album and I was like,
Why would you?
I'm
Why would you?
tired.
Why would you turn it on?
Because he's all time great. That's, you know,
There's some good songs in there. That's
Yeah,
right.
I
But-
love hip hop and rap in general. So it's like if you are an established artist, I will give you a listen. But like, I'll give you a listen. That doesn't mean I'm gonna listen all the way through.
I won't say that I don't like hip hop and rap, but if your first line is just like nonsense, I won't listen to it.
I mean, you gotta give it a.
Not first line, but like YRN 25, like, you know, like those, like the rappers that just.
YRN was-
I'm just speaking of like the rappers that just pop out and just say nonsense from the start, and it's just like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck your bitch, like shoot you, like
I love
can't-
that song, bro.
That's a good one.
I just can't listen to like that. It's just hard for me to like digest that. I don't know why. It's just not my thing.
I also
anymore.
feel like maybe I don't know if it's like more social media coverage now, but I feel like the new rappers are like fucking dropping left and right. Like I feel like the violence level and like the lower end like SoundCloud. I feel like every day I see like 2 rappers got shot in New York. Something like I feel like recently it's like non fucking stop. I don't know if it's like that. Just the younger guys are just like more. I don't fucking know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was shit.
I mean, like
maybe like 5 years ago, yeah. That was,
like Pop Smoke and like
Pop
around that
Smoke,
time where Pop Smoke got
XX.
shot. Like I feel like every fucking week someone's
Or
dying.
they're just going to jail, bro. I just saw the guy that made the one hit wonder. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
Oh yeah,
30 years in prison or something.
He killed his cousin, right? Or some shit
Oh,
like
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy out here. Yo, do you think? I feel like from watching your videos and just the way you talking, I feel like have you gotten more religious recently? Because I feel like you like talk about how you listen to like a gospel and a lot of things. I'm like, do you think maybe are you leaning into religion that's like pushing you more away towards like vulgar rap?
I don't like to give attention to anything that doesn't like serve me in like a positive way.
Yeah.
And I guess you can say that does line up with my religion. I don't like to like use the word religion, but you know,
I didn't know if recently maybe you've like started trying to like.
I do dwell in scripture a lot more than I used to, and I do, you know, I feel like I have a better understanding of what it means for me to like walk in the light of God. And honestly, like I'm not perfect. I'm not better than anyone. I don't think that. I still am a sinner and I still mess up every single day. However, like if I have the option to like not dwell in things that don't align with what I want for myself and what I want to listen to and what I want to put in my body, then I won't do it.
Yeah.
For me, like when I'm listening to even Future, bro, like I'll go back and like listen to the hits that I loved, and it's just like, dang, this is hard to listen to. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe
I love that
maybe
shit. I could put ignorant shit on and just
I don't
like,
know.
I could disassociate. I mean, this shit's tough.
Yeah, it's
the beat,
tough.
the way
it is.
I was listening to Future as I was getting ready today. It's just like
It's
some
for
shit
me-
he be saying. It's like, the fuck? Like, how did you
Yeah.
think to say that in this moment?
And now I feel
But-
if I feel bad because like I know sometimes, and this is a good question because sometimes I really do feel like, am I being like too pussy? Like, am I like?
Because you're not listening to rap?
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Like sometimes, like bro,
You
I'll
pull up
be
in your new truck and you're listening to like Morgan Wallen
Bro,
blasting. Do you turn it down when you get to the stoplight?
Nah, I'm a prideful like country lover. I've been loving country for a while, but
Sean Coker.
for me now, like when I play rap music in the car, like it's almost like I'm trying to force myself to like love it. I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's all good.
It's just hard for me
not
to listen
bad.
to, man. And I feel bad because like I don't know. I just feel bad. I feel like I'm supposed to be supporting
No, it's
the
okay.
rappers that I once loved, but it's just hard to like really digest that shit now, man. It's just hard.
Yeah, getting old's weird, bro.
Maybe it is getting old.
Russ.
Yeah, I like things that make me feel good.
Me
Nice.
too.
Yeah.
Me too, bro. What's been happening with you over the last like 2 years? Because you, since we last talked, you're now full blown content creator, brah.
Yeah.
You kind of deviated away from not entrepreneurship, but just physical good, physical good.
building companies and all that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, bro, nothing's new. Like I've literally just been training, like just powerlifting, like competing at meets and like doing the social media stuff. But it's like now I've kind of like taken that break and now I'm going to transition back into getting into that realm,
Back into what?
into like building companies and all that.
So you want to get back? Are you going to launch Better Back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Clothing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bold
Clothing,
strategy
but
right
then,
now.
Oh no, not like
Very
not
bold
like
strategy.
not like that, but yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has been like not having, I guess, employees and all that? Now that it's different when you first get away from it, but like then you've been doing kind of like solo dolo for like a bit. Like how has that been? Do you like enjoy it more?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just realized, I think like as I've gotten older, I've realized that part of accepting who you are is accepting who you're not. And like I'm not like a boss that likes telling people what to do. I'm a very do-it-yourself person, so it's like I always like taking the reins. And I feel like for that period of time that I was doing all this kind of shit, like kind of like relying on people, like and telling what people to do and like expecting like for them to like return things the way I would return them.
Yeah.
It's just not my nature. It's just not my
That's
vibe.
the toughest thing you'll ever do
That's
is
to
like
say-
manage employees, bro.
Everyone in this room. I mean, it's just when it's your thing, like no one else is, like this is a job for them. No one else will look at your thing the way you do, and it's never going to be right for you.
Ever.
And as I've taken time to kind of study like how I would want it to look this time going forward, like I've seen a lot of people have tremendous success in their bubble doing their thing, and I'm like, that's what I want. I don't want to build this like mega ginormous like thing and then like kind of lose the reins. I'd rather just like kind of have this isolated thing that I'm doing. Kind of like what in a sense, like what you've done, I've seen Beast Mode do, but not like in respect to you guys, like other people, like outside of the fitness space. They've done it really, really well. And
Beast Mode like Chris Jones?
Yeah, like back when he was like running his shit. Like it was very. When you think about Pump Chasers was like really big, but it was just him and his girl and like maybe a couple packers here and there, and he was taking home all of that. So I've kind of studied other people that are outside of the fitness community that are doing their own like personal brands and building it and making it really big, and I'm just like, I want to go into that realm and then transition from like making money in the fitness community to start making money outside of the fitness community.
Yeah, a lot of people think you're just like, I got to build a $100+ million company, or like it's like, bro,
bro, 1,000 loyal fans that will buy whatever you're selling. Like that's all you really need.
Yeah,
you can live a great life.
Yo, real quick, Joe, you won't be able to input anything on this, but the other day, I mean, Charlie,
Jesus Christ,
you'll understand when I get into it.
Is this like a black thing or?
Obviously.
Why can't I input?
You'll understand in a second.
I live my truth.
The other day, I laid down my Inzer belt and I've retired from powerlifting. Right, I never had as good of a fucking run as you, but I hit some good numbers. Right. The other day, I was like, no, I just want to see if I still got it. Right. So I haven't deadlifted in, I think, 2 years. I think there was a Gymshark event 2 years ago where someone randomly asked me to deadlift and I pulled some random ass weight.
Oh, okay.
But like, I think in the past 2 years, I've deadlifted one time, and I just got back from vacation. But I had this like itch, and I was like, bro, I want to see if I can just like rip 500 pounds off the ground, bro.
No warm up.
No, I mean I just warmed up the same way, but I haven't like touched a deadlift bar. I had to go like find my belt, like all this shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like muscle memory, bro. It like maybe a second and a half, maybe a second. I mean, it ripped. It wasn't like the fastest I've ever done it, but that 500 moved just as fast. You would have thought I've been powerlifting for the past like couple years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at your physique. You didn't stop lifting. It's not like you just like went to shit.
Yeah, but I thought like strength was so like as you know, it's like especially when you're trying to like PR, like that was why I couldn't continue to like grow on this powerlifting, because the amount of like, if you fuck up your training or you have to deviate from your block or something like that, it like really affects your numbers and your training, or at least for me it did, to like achieve more and more and more.
Yeah.
So I thought if I hadn't deadlifted for a long period of time, or like I thought I'd be a lot weaker, because 500 was, I mean, it's a lot of weight, but like it was always the number that let me know how good my session was going to be for like a heavy set. But when I was going through like 315, 405, 455, like it ripped like never.
I mean,
missed
like
a
you
day.
just didn't stop working out. Like you have. I know you joke a lot that you're skinny, but you do have like a good musculature about yourself. So
Thanks,
your
bro.
body's always going to remember that. If you have good technique, it's going to move. Obviously, you're not going to be top end as strong as like you used to be, because like, obviously you got to train for it. But I think people misunderstand, like just because you maybe don't do a particular movement for a decent amount of time doesn't mean that you won't be good at it if you still stay in the gym.
Now, if I put 4 or 5 on the squat bar, I don't know.
No, that's different. Yeah, that's a little different. Yeah.
But I tell you, one of the biggest like issues I have about myself before, I was always like, okay, I'm like a skinnier guy, but I'm really strong, right? Like I can deadlift a bunch and I can decently do the other ones. But now that I don't powerlift, now I'm just a guy who kind of looks like he works out. But when I deadlifted, I felt good. I felt like I was back.
You posted.
I did it on YouTube today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Would you ever go back to like powerlifting?
I don't think you look at my deadlift and you know, be like, man, this man's gonna snap his shit up, bro. I'm just like gripping, ripping.
Even
like,
when you're getting coached by my coach, you never change your form.
They're like, slow down.
Yeah,
like,
take your time,
like,
bro.
If you look at my deadlift and you look at Russell's deadlift, you can tell the drastic difference of like skill level, not let alone strength, but like skill level of like confidence in the weight that they're pulling and knowing how like it's gonna affect. I'm just like, close my eyes, grab the bar, black out. Oh shit, I'm at the top.
Yeah.
Like you pull like you're still in like 2013 for sure.
Yeah, but I have to, bro.
Because I used to pull like you when I first started deadlifting, and then like my body would like be.
If I get down to the bar and I'm like, okay, get tight. Okay, like pull the slack out of the bar, sit back, arch it up, slow pull. Okay, got it. Like I have to be in this zone, and a lot of times music really impacts me. But like before a deadlift session, that's why like when I deadlift, like there has to be this like perfect formula like in the air, right? I have to be in this mindset, and then, like I'm either in it or I'm not, and like it's just this weird feeling I get. And for deadlift, I have to get amped up, and I have to like run at that bar, and I have to just like attack the weight and like rip it as fast as I can. Or else
That's why I train alone, because like the way that I feel that every day I go to the gym. Like that's why I just kind of train alone, because I can't enter that space if I'm with people, which is like weird, because it's like people want to talk and stuff, but like I'm always like that, because like obviously I compete in powerlifting, so it's like I need to be in that space.
if someone comes up to you like, dude, Russell, I'm such a big shut the fuck up.
No. Honestly,
I'm squatting, bro.
I don't do that. I feel bad because like I vocalize that a lot, and a lot of people like don't come up to me, because like I look mean too.
How if you were like, let's say you had just finished your last warm up or your second to last warm up, right? And that's like when you really got to like lock in, and like you have like time frames. Like, okay, I'm about like, I don't know, 3 minutes to whatever the time frame is. Like, what if someone comes up to you? Would you be like, hey, bro, like I really can't talk right now because like it's gonna fuck this. Like,
yeah, I've done that. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
There was this one time, this guy, I don't know, this actually happened in Alpha Elite. Like he just kept trying, like he stood in front of me in the bar, like as I was like walking up to the bar, because like I was trying not to listen to him, and I like shoulder checked him to like get out the, because I'm like he forced his way in front of me, and I was like, we're not doing that, because I was literally about to do my top set, and I shoulder checked him.
Man, I would want to slap someone if they did that.
Oh, did shoulder checked him?
No, yeah, they just step in front of me in the bar like before I was.
Oh
gonna take
yeah,
my
yeah.
son-
Well, yeah, I
son
got
off.
mad, so I shoulder checked him, and then I was like, if he wants to fight after that, I mean that's cool, but I'm gonna get this set in first. Like.
yo, Russ, if you could switch bodies with anyone in this room,
What
who would you switch with and why?
What the? Probably like, well.
Okay,
like,
please don't answer that question.
No.
It's a trick question.
No,
I'm gonna answer for the sake of answering probably like one of you guys, because like you're white. It'd be see how that's like.
See like a small wiener's like, dude.
It's not that
That's
fun.
where I knew where it was going, man.
Oh, okay.
Bro, why does it sit above his balls, dude?
How do I turn this thing on?
Nah, there's no way. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
Yo, Charlie bought a truck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yesterday you bought what? Is that a T-Rex?
TRX, yeah.
Is that a new one?
No, I mean,
They don't make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore.
They
23,
fucking might, bro.
23 was like- it's
SR
coming
Nah,
back.
they're not. So they can't bring it back legally because they told people that
It's legal in
It's back.
13 countries, bro.
It's coming back.
No,
Yeah, next year. They've already confirmed it.
No, but
it's going to get the red eye engine.
yeah, but it's not going to be called a TRX.
Oh, I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's
that's what I'm
the
saying.
V8
Yeah.
TRX is coming back.
It's another V8 Ram is coming out. Yeah, but it's not going to be called a TRX.
It's going to be the hell.
You know what they need to do?
The red eye.
I heard they're coming out with a Hurricane. You know that, right?
That's already out.
Oh, okay.
But
know-
Hurricane,
you know-
so what Dodge did, I get nerdy now. Yes, I didn't know what y'all were talking about. I have no idea. But now I do. So what Dodge fucked up with is they launched the V8, and that was a competitor to the Raptor. But the Raptor was the EcoBoost, and then they came out with the Raptor R, and they couldn't compete anymore and shit. So kind of genius. Ram got rid of the TRX, brought out the RHO, which is a V6, which is an actual competitor to the Raptor now. So
The
now if you
V6
want a
Raptor.
Raptor, you get, if you want a regular Raptor, you get the RHO, and then you have the Raptor R, and now they're going to bring back the TRX, so they have a proper competitor for both.
RHO's like Rhino, right?
I think it's supposed to be the Rhino, yeah.
Oh, they didn't make like a King Kong or something.
TRX was genius, because like...
There's a joke there
like,
about my.
yeah, I mean, the TRX eats the fucking Raptor, like...
Yeah.
That was a
was
genius.
And they have
plan.
they have that image in the vehicle.
Yeah, it's on your hood.
Yeah.
If you pop the engine cover off, there's
Yeah.
a T-Rex or a
Pretty
T-Rex
cool.
eating the Raptor. Yeah.
Is this like?
I mean, to be fair, my Raptor R will smoke your fucking T-Rex. But
Really?
cool. Oh yeah, but cool marketing.
Why?
It's rear wheel drive. I have more power and I have rear wheel drive. So
What if I tuned it?
straight line. I mean, if you tune it, it's different.
We should all race after this, bro.
Yeah.
I feel
For
like
pinks.
I feel like TRXs are like Hellcats for white people.
It is definitely. I mean, it is a Hellcat
It's a
truck.
Hellcat. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's a
mean,
Hellcat
yeah,
truck?
it's a
Oh,
Hellcat
Yeah, it's
truck,
literally
yeah.
a Hellcat.
Why?
Bro, I get a lot of stares, like uncomfortable stares, like from.
I mean, I'm not
people
trying to
that-
be stereotypical, but like,
Yeah. No, yesterday I got some stares.
What, like white people don't like you drive it or something?
No.
Or
No,
black
no.
people,
I'm saying
or-
like the TRX is like I had a TRX, Christian had a TRX, but like the TRX is like the black truck.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a Hellcat.
It
wait,
is,
why?
it is.
No,
No,
it's like
because
it's like a Hellcat.
I mean,
It's a
same,
Hellcat
same thing
truck.
as it's like the Charger,
like
the
the-
Challenger. I
yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
Mopar.
They made it.
It's like of course you be driving it.
No. So the stares I get are from
Did you get stares when you drove the Raptor?
no. I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
That's definitely
The Raptor
That's
was-
like a, to me from the outside perspective. That's a Hellcat truck too.
Really?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one.
Nah.
Why is it? You know what? We don't need to get into
I
that.
think we can talk about it. I think it just looks.
Why
like,
is the Hellcat like why is it not like the GT500?
Joe, you're in a safe space, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like
Oh.
why is it like stereotypical? Like why do black people like Hellcats but not the Camaro or not?
I
the,
had this conversation yesterday
Yeah.
with Princess. We were talking about how like, because we were driving and these, man,
YNs.
our brothers, my brother,
YNs.
Wait,
me and Russ's
wait,
brothers pulled
What
up
are
next-
YNs?
young niggas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know
I
what-
don't know if like
you didn't know what a YN was?
a lot of people don't know what a YN is.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I
No.
don't know that.
Why would I know that?
I don't know what you do in your free time.
No,
man.
so okay, so let me break it down even further. YNs are like
ski mask.
it's like
the
it's
ninja
like
emoji.
it's let me explain. It's like basically like young black men that
Get active.
get a little scary looking.
Yeah. The ones that like
Are gonna
if you're
run
at-
up on
if
you?
you're- If the ones that if you're at the mall and they walk into gallery with like a ski mask for no reason, that's a YN.
Is that a real
That's
thing?
that's why.
I'm not talking about any of
bro.
this, dude.
At the gym.
You don't get out, man.
I was lifting. No,
If
I
someone
was,
came
bro,
with a ski mask, I'd be like, I gotta get out of here.
exactly, bro. I was at the gym.
Whether they're white or black.
Dog, I was at the gym working out, and three. It was like 2 YNs and like a Mexican dude walking with a ski mask. I said, "Oh, my session is done." I was like, I'll do my bodybuilding shit. I was like,
Wait, it's like a look, or they're coming in to rob the place?
No,
it was a look.
It's
Like
a
they
look.
just have like ski mask, bro. It's
It's a look.
100 degrees
It was
in Houston right
it
now.
was really bad like 2 years ago. Like everyone
yeah,
just
yeah.
would walk into everywhere with a ski mask.
You know, in Philadelphia, you can't have a ski mask
Yeah.
on in public, right?
I can understand
yeah,
why.
outlawed
yeah.
Russell,
So-
no one's gonna mess with you, bro. You're like a fucking tank.
a gun.
Well, these
can-
YNs don't give a
Bro,
fuck about
bro,
that.
your
You know
chest
how many
could reflect bullets,
no,
bro.
You know how many
I need
times
to
I've
pee, bro.
you know how many times I've been in public and people are just like, "Yo, I wouldn't even fight you, bro. I'll shoot your ass." Yeah.
Well, now we kind of have to wait because
He was gonna explain
Charlie
the.
was explaining the Hellcat thing.
Oh, the Hellcat
You
thing.
know
Well,
what-
I was gonna say, like, to me, it seems like from the outside perspective, like those trucks look more like something that a black person would drive aesthetically. Like when
Describe
you
that.
have when you
What
have
is
like
that?
those, I don't know, like trucks, like a Ford. I don't know.
We got the Ford Raptor and the Ram TRX.
Yeah, it just looks like
My question is why is like Mopar seem to be like the choice for black people? Like the Charger, the Challenger, the Trackhawk, like they just seem to very heavily lean that way and not
Maybe-
the Ford F-150 is not.
I like
typically.
Trackhawk.
No, I'm not saying it can't be. All right, we're not being racist here. I'm just saying there seems to be a pattern that like a Hellcat, 9 times out of 10.
I think also too, like just like maybe the look, the price point, and then on top of that, just like when rappers start rapping about certain
Yeah.
things, it just makes it a lot more popular in our community.
I think it was, I may be totally off base here. I think it was something to do with Dodge too, though. I think like Dodge came out as like a brand that was like, I don't fucking remember.
But-
I think Dodge like very heavily leaned into like black pride and stuff. And there was something to do with that. And that may be why it was, I need to look that up. But I feel like there was something that came out that Dodge was like the first, like historically, like the first brand to like sell, or I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but those are all like the fastest cars until you get into supercars, right? Would be all
Yeah,
the
but like a
Hellcats and all that shit.
GT500
So, I mean,
Mustang is the same price as a Hellcat Challenger. But I've honestly say I've never seen a black dude driving a GT500 Mustang. It's always a challenge. You know, there's definitely a draw. I
I've
don't know what
never
it is.
seen a black dude drive a Mustang.
See, that's what I'm saying. But a
So
Charger.
funny
So
enough-
why is Charger and
Never
Mustang?
seen that.
Funny enough, the dudes that pulled up to me in Princess yesterday, they were in a GT, the new GT, Mustang
Yeah.
GTs, and they were just they pulled up next to us, and they were like, one of them was wearing a ski mask and one of them had dreads, and they were like they're winding down their windows and they were like this, like signaling us to like go.
Were you in the TRX?
race?
Yes, I was in the TRX, and I was just like, Princess, just don't look, keep driving. I was like,
she was driving.
yes, she was driving because I was like on a phone
Charlie
call.
turns up his Morgan Wallen.
And I was,
Don't leave us alone.
she was she was getting
scared
scared.
of
She was like, "What do I do? What do I do?" And I was like, "Just keep looking forward. Just keep looking forward." And they were like, they kept driving next to us, and they were just like, "Come on, come on." And I was like,
they wanna, like, race you?
How are they? They were
At
like,
first,
what?
they were like, "Come on, come on,
Come on, come on. God damn.
come on, nigga." All right,
You lie. You fucking
No, I'm
lie.
not- they were saying that, but they were just like, "Come on, come on." So then, eventually, it clicked. Oh, I'm in a Hellcat engine,
yeah.
and they want to race me.
You're
And
in
then
a-
I calmed down a little bit. I was like, "Oh, they just want to race."
Are we? Am I okay to say the N word on here? I don't know if like.
Yeah.
Oh,
It might
You're
go
in, a
like,
safe,
I mean,
you're in a safe space.
but
Y'all-
now-
Y'all can.
now your podcast is going to the black demographic.
you're in a niggified truck for sure.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
thing
I
is-
am,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
will say the
Jesus.
Raptor.
Wait, when you figured it out, were
Did
you
you
like?
just hear what you just said?
What do you say?
He said I'm in a niggified truck. Oh my
You
god!
are,
Hey,
bro.
what-
You're not. It's not like you're driving like one of those things like the that be on the ranches or anything.
Hey,
like
when
that.
you figured out that like they wanted to race, were you like, oh, princess,
Hit it.
fucking floor,
No,
yeah, smoke them.
I immediately told her that, hey, I don't think I'll ever let you drive this truck by yourself.
I will say, and I don't know why this is, but like, so like I said, right now the Raptor R is a faster truck. I never get anyone that wants to race the Raptor R. When I had my TRX, all the time.
Yes.
I don't know what it is about the TRX, but it's like people want to race the TRX.
It's the Hellcat engine, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Bro,
the Raptor R
and
that
it's
never
loud.
happened. No, I know, and you got the supercharger one, and mine was fucking yellow, so like it was just like calling out attention.
Oh, yours was like a fucking
Yeah.
a black man's dream. Shit.
The yellow TRX, I loved that truck, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think the TRX is a nicer interior than the Raptor.
Oh,
I still
yeah.
think it's
Bro,
a
I get
nicer
like
truck.
Teslas that pull up next to me and then just like launch it next to me and the Raptor.
Yeah, those are the. Never mind. I'm not gonna make you cut anything out. It's fine.
What's the horsepower on the Raptor R?
720.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, 720. But it's so again
Write that
nerdiness.
down.
Though. Yeah,
When I go to the teen store this week.
it's the nerdiness. So you have a drivetrain loss. So all-wheel drive. So your truck's always all-wheel drive. So you lose more power from the engine to the actual wheels. The Raptor R is rear-wheel drive, and then we can put it in all-wheel drive. So we get more power to the back wheel. So in a straight line on the highway, we're faster. Off-road, I think we're still.
We will spin out
it's-
for fucking.
What if I
Yeah.
have that switch?
Then you probably got us, dude.
What if I pull up my ski mask, bro? Wait, Shirley, so why did you randomly buy a truck? You didn't give us a heads up on
we
this.
were literally talking about trucks.
You
two
went.
podcasts
You
ago.
went from like.
I know,
the
but I
fucking-
didn't.
Oh, I mean, what am I supposed to say? Woo! Hey guys, I'm about to buy a truck.
I will say you went.
Yeah, I guess I could.
You went from like the fucking white boy special to a Hellcat truck. So
Yeah, I did.
like you were looking at a fucking lifted 250
Yeah.
platinum.
I don't know, man.
So no Range Rover anymore.
No, I
you
still
keep
have
that?
it. I still have it.
Oh.
I'm gonna sell it. I want to sell it because I mean that car is just plummeting in value, and then I don't really care for it anymore. It sits in the driveway, but I plan on selling it. That's my goal. It's to sell it for as much as I can.
It sits in the
for.
driveway. You got the truck like 3 days ago.
Well, now it does.
So for the last 3 days,
I was like, damn, nigga. Like,
Well, for the last 3 days, but then even driving the truck, it made me realize. I mean, you don't drive your McLaren like
no.
like I
It
don't
is
really,
once you have the truck, like being
Yeah.
able to park where the fuck you want,
Bro.
not worry about it. Like
You cannot park that truck wherever you want, bro. It's like a boat and like
No. I'm just saying, like I don't worry about leaving in the parking lot. Like,
Well,
I don't worry
yeah.
about someone like whatever, you know. Someone hits me, like big fucking deal. I got metal bumpers and shit. Like I'll be all right.
I think as a man, you just for me, or I guess us, you just kind of realize that a truck is all you really need.
There's
And,
very
like,
few times that I'm like, fuck, I wish I didn't have this truck. And it's basically only when I'm filling it up with gas.
Yeah,
That's really the only time I'm like, fuck, why'd I buy
I
this
mean,
truck?
and that makes sense, but like, bro, I don't care. Like dinners, dates, I don't
Yeah.
really do that much to begin with. But anywhere, traveling, road trips. I'm about to go on a road trip pretty soon. So I just don't.
is that why you texted me?
Yeah, I asked him yesterday if he wanted to go on a road trip. He was like, "What?"
I was like, what the fuck?
why didn't you ask us? We want to go.
I mean, I didn't
Where
think
you
y'all.
going?
Honestly, I thought about asking y'all.
Where are you going?
But you
I want to
didn't.
go to Rosemary Beach in Florida.
I don't
That's
wanna
too
go.
far.
Drive,
It's
like,
like, where you
bro,
going?
drive there.
Yeah,
I'll drive to Colorado. I don't want to
that.
go to fucking Florida.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, it's shorter actually. to
No,
Rosemary Beach.
no, really?
It's
How
nine-
long is that?
Colorado's 13 hours.
Yeah, Rosemary Beach is 9 hours.
Why don't you go to Galveston, bro? It's real nice.
Hell no. I want white sand. I want my truck, white sand and blue water,
And your dogs and stuff.
and my dogs. Yes, and my family. Yes. I don't want to. I don't really care to fly anywhere. And no, there's really nowhere. I've been to Mexico so many times. Like, a road trip is fun. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's fun for like in the first like hour. You're like, oh yeah, woo! And then you're like 4 hours and you're like,
But what if you did a road trip? And this is my plan. What if you did a road trip where you look at the map and you stop at like
Yeah.
fun places
Yeah.
on the way there? So for me, I'm trying to do Houston to
it's like
New
a
Orleans.
goofy movie, bro.
Yeah, Houston to New Orleans,
a
stay
black
for a
movie, by
night.
the way.
New
No,
Orleans
it's not,
to-
bro.
It is.
The
That's
Goofy
like
movie?
that's like my favorite movie, bro.
The Goofy movies are black.
Yeah, no, it
movies.
is.
You gotta stand up.
Why is it a black
in the
movie?
crowd.
Culturally,
I feel
just
like it
go rewatch it.
No,
and go
come on,
rewatch it.
Max. Left or right? Oh yeah.
How is it a black? How is it a black movie? Because they play
I don't know
hip hop.
why
and-
I-
Single father raising a little kid. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't know why I agree with that, but I think it is.
Yeah, go rewatch it and tell
It
me.
feels right.
Go rewatch it and tell me who it's made for.
Did you know that
Well,
Charlie
single
and I?
father raising a kid immediately makes it a black movie.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was my fault.
So Finding Nemo is
Nigga,
also a black movie.
it could be low key.
Charlie and I did a road trip from Virginia to Texas.
Yeah.
He didn't drive once.
I did. What?
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. I
No,
drove for a
you
little.
did
I drove. No, I
not.
swear to God, I drove for a little bit, and I told you I was scared, and you drove.
You-
Why were you scared?
Because
we-
we
we
were
almost-
in this SRT with a fucking
U-Haul trailer.
U-Haul trailer.
It's a very stable vehicle.
But like,
Was it snowing or something?
no, it was
No.
just like
Not at all.
it was no.
He was stressed because we needed to stop at some point, and so
Oh,
everywhere
yeah.
we're like, oh, we need to stop in this area. He'd look it up and go, No, we can't stop here. I go, what, bro? He goes,
Because the black-
he goes,
Bro.
this is the most racist town in America.
I did that like 8 times throughout the trip.
That's true,
Imagine-
though. That shit's scary.
But imagine
That shit's
doing
scary.
from DC to Houston.
Nah,
This is a
fuck-
30-hour
yeah,
drive.
no.
And like every
18
time he
hour
wanted
drive.
to stop somewhere like Radford, Virginia, but just keep it going, brother. They don't like black people.
We'd go in and be like, I'm staying in the car, bro. I'd go in to get.
That's
Bro.
true.
Charlie-
Whenever I used to drive from like, cause I went to school in Texas Tech, bro. That back road drive is scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I convinced Charlie to go with me on a rally. Like this
Oh.
is like young. Like we were probably like, I don't know, 20, 21.
Oh, I thought.
And we went, what?
Oh, you meant like a MAGA rally.
No, a car rally. Like
Okay,
a
I was
cars.
like, bro, I just started sweating. I was like, oh, shit. All right.
No, this is a while back. a bunch of supercars. We're going to.
Oh my God.
We're going to Lake Charles, and the whole way there, Charlie was like, "Bro, we can't stop here. We can't stop here." He's like leaning the seat back. We went through like, was it
Biter.
Yeah, we went through
Biter's
Biter.
like, but Biter's like, you know about Biter, right?
Nah.
Oh, because Biter's in Louisiana, right?
Yeah, like right on the border
Oh.
of Texas. I think it's Texas.
Biter's like known for racism.
I think it was like the last known like lynching was in Biter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. In the
Yeah, but we were
80s.
driving through. It's like funny you said that because we were driving through and Charlie like leaned the seat back.
Yeah.
Bro, we can't stop here. Don't stop here. Don't stop here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro,
all right.
I don't play in those cities, bro.
So
Like,
he's
ever.
done this a lot.
He's
not lying.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a real fear, though.
Hey, speaking of Mexico, I just came back from Mexico, Cancun, a little vacation, all-inclusive resort, pretty nice. And this is going to sound dumb. It's going to go somewhere. I brought my slides and I brought my flip-flops. I've been a flip-flop bro, rainbows, long time. Love the flip-flop.
Rainbows. That's the thing.
Oh, it's a brand.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, I don't know.
like
really
the-
about that.
I thought you were mentioning the LGBT community. I was
Right?
like,
no, it's a brand of flip-flop, bro.
Okay.
Sandals.
Okay.
They're
Never heard of that.
might be an East Coast thing.
They got a bottle opener on the bottom.
No, those are the reef ones, and I had those, bro.
See, I think that's
Oh
what I'm
man,
thinking of.
yeah. No, the rainbow's classic, bro. A little leather, but I think I'm a slide guy now. Y'all do flip flops, bro?
I feel like the thong flip flops are like what you wear when you're rich.
I hate those.
I'm-
I hate anything between my toes.
You can wear that.
I can't do the toe thing.
Nah, I do the slide. Y'all slides?
Nah.
What
You
are
know what's so
slides?
funny? I saw my Yeezy slides. They stress the fuck out of my knees.
They do.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is a slide?
Like the
Like,
shit you would wear. It's
not a flip-flop.
Like before you play
sandal.
basketball.
Oh, bro, I'm thinking like boat shit. I thought you were talking about like.
No, those are Sperry's or boat shoes.
Okay, all right.
Like
Like the Christian launch, like the Alpha League.
yeah, that's what I
Like
wear. The Alpha
APL,
Lee ones.
APL makes nice ones. I think.
Really like the Alpha Lee ones. You know, one time I was in, I don't know why, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't buy like designer shit, but I do like designer shoes and like jackets. I'm like, those are the two things that I'll spend on clothing, but like I'm not gonna. Remember one time I went into like Ralph Lauren and I was like, look at these like purple label jeans. It was like $700 for jeans. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, but I was like, shoes. I like the Gucci loafers. Jackets. I'd spend a little money on like a nice jacket. One day I want to get like a Burberry jacket. I don't know. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some Gucci slides, and I bought these fucking things, and I fucking hated them, bro. I bought them, but I walk around the store and I think they're great. I get to the resort, but first of all, I bought like platform ones, so they were like they're like 2 pounds, bro. They weigh like heavy.
When was it?
And they don't
Recent?
bend.
No, they don't bend.
Yeah.
And I'm
Wait,
like
this
I'm
is
like
for this trip?
6'1". No, this is like last
Oh.
year. But it was just such a stupid purchase. Then I bought these Burberry ones, stupid as fuck. My foot's all sliding out of it. Never. So now designer shoes, not sandals or flip flops, bro. Can't do it.
What's the psychology behind, like, why are some people so enslaved to designer? And I was a victim at one point.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
what-
it's just like the show out
It's-
mentality of like,
yeah.
look what I have.
It's like the easiest way to show that, like, quote unquote, you got money.
That's true.
There's things that I like. I think like jewelry. Even then, I think mechanical things is where I draw the line of like a watch. Like a Rolex is a fucking Rolex. Is
That's
like
I
you can't.
yeah.
It's hard to fake that. Like the movement and stuff. But even like I love your bracelet, but like honestly, I wouldn't buy the real one. You know, like if it's just gold, I'm like,
Yeah.
why spend? You know,
Yeah.
like just because the name. Same. I have a hard time. Like I bought Amanda a bag. And it's such a hard time doing. It's like it's fucking, it's the same leather that every other. You know, it's like
Yeah.
why this bag's
Yeah.
$3,000 because of the fucking name on it.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
I'm into the phase of my life where I don't mind buying reps.
Yeah.
Not shoes, but like designer rep.
I
Or
would
even just
disagree.
like the look.
Really?
I would disagree at buying replicas because I think I have an argument for it. Because if the thing is, bro, you can't even Name an item. What would be an item you get a replica of that you'd be fine with?
A bag.
Like a Cartier nail
A
bracelet
bag,
or
a
something?
bag for my
Louis Vuitton.
partner.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Now, you want the Louis Vuitton bag because if you wanted just a bag to carry your shit in, you would just buy a random ass bag. But you're buying the replica so that it appears that you do have it, but you're like, I'm not spending that amount of money, but you want others to perceive that you have this Louis bag. That's the only reason you're buying that bag. It's
Yeah,
not
that's why you buy the real
it's
one
not
too,
for the
though.
craftsmanship of it because you're not getting the real Louis, and it's not because you just want an item to store your jewels in, right? Because you would just buy a bag from fucking Walmart or anything, right? Like you're buying it. It's kind of like when you buy a fake Rolex. It's like, bro, you can't even tell, but it's like, but you're only buying it so other people will think that you have a Rolex. Because if you didn't, then you would just wear a fucking.
So here's my problem though.
Casio.
With a Rolex, like I'm saying, it has a movement in there that is made, like you can't fake that. The bag, like you said, not the same, like you can literally get a fake Louis with the same leather made in the same factory and everything. That's where I have a problem with it. If it doesn't have a function, I'm like, it's hard to spend money on.
Well, then the
fair,
argument would
if,
be
if someone made a fake McLaren that drove exactly like my car, sounded like my car and everything, I'd get the fucking fake one. But like it's hard to fake the mechanical side of it. You can make the outside look the same.
Yeah, but I think the argument. But you're getting it that has like the Louis design all over it because you want it to look like a Louis.
Why would you buy the real Louis?
If it was a muted out black bag and one was
Yeah.
Louis and had no branding on it, and that was just how Louis came from the factory. It's like their first ever no branded, and you bought a non-branded, and the design was like never done before or something. But you're buying it because you want to be associated with it. I don't think fake stuff. I don't think you should buy fake stuff because you're buying it so that people think that you have the real thing.
No, what if you? I mean, but what if you just like there are people that like the way designer bags look because they like the way it looks, not because of what people think, but they just like the way it looks.
No, they like the way it looks because of like the
perception
brand,
that it has.
perception.
Yeah.
I think it's like a combination of the two. Like,
Yeah.
if you really look at like a Louis V bag, bro, that shit it's not that great. It just has Louis V like on it, LV. It's like that's not fly.
Yeah,
It's just, but the LVs fly. Like we fuck with the LVs. So
like the status of having
the
one.
status. Yeah, I think what it really is, people just want to get away with getting the name brand shit without the cost that comes with it.
No,
And it's like,
I admit that.
But then also too, if you have money, people are gonna look at you. It's gonna be like, I mean, that shit's real. He has money, so
Yeah.
they'll never question it. But if someone runs up on you, it's like, yo, let me check the quality. You can be like, yo,
Yeah,
like, well, watch
I
out.
mean,
but why
Or
do a
no
lot
questions.
of rich people, like rich, wealthy people, buy replicas?
because they don't want to waste their money on shit they don't need. I mean, we know.
Yeah, but they want
I'm not
the
gonna name
perception
any,
of it.
Yeah,
no.
they-
I'm
but
not going to
I'm
name
talking
any
about
names
like
here.
wealthy.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
So this, not going to name any names, but we know somebody that has like pictures selling stuff to fucking people that are like JJ Watt's fucking wife and shit has a
Yeah.
fake bag. Like we know it is because we
Yeah.
know who sold. You know, so it's like
I think there's a difference of you bought something and you didn't know it was fake and it's so good and you're like, oh fuck,
No,
I got
they're doing it on
No,
purpose.
no, I'm talking about
like the Kardashians. Like there was a rumor a while ago that like all the bags the Kardashians always have are fucking dupes. There's one of the big rappers just got caught with a fake fucking
Yeah.
AP on. 'cause,
then
like,
I think you're buying it for the wrong reasons. You're not buying
But
it.
you're rich. You're like, what if? Okay, so what if you're the Kardashians and you only buy dupes and replicas because you just can't fathom spending that much money?
I think there's
Like,
a
what
lot of
is
people
it?
out
you
there that do
don't-
that.
But then you're faking your persona. You're trying to be something you're not.
Yeah, but if you have
because-
$100 million
But they're
in the bank, like
rich,
do you
though.
care?
no. So
I just don't
what
agree.
he's saying is that you truly don't actually like the item. You like the clout that it brings.
Yeah.
you. That when
For
you
sure.
I agree, 100%.
So like, I just think it's the wrong mindset. Like if then I just don't
Just don't
think you
buy
should
it.
buy
It's a
it.
mental fucking
No,
game.
but I think LV bags are mechanical as well. Like I think
Nah,
yes,
they're
they
fucking
are.
They're
You
ass.
can,
No.
you can buy a fake LV that's made in the same quality. My point is, you can buy a fake LV with the exact same leather and everything, and like that's the same bag.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about the specs?
I mean, yeah, the usage of
Specs
it,
is
like,
ass. I can't fit shit in my shit.
but they can be mechanical to a certain extent.
Here's
in
another
certain
argument, right?
situations.
So Van Cleef sells a bracelet. I want
Yeah.
to put you on blast here, but that
Yeah,
bracelet's
they sell
like,
like a lot
it's
of
like
fakes.
$6,000. You can find a jeweler.
You have
Mine was a little extra, buddy.
you have to remind me, man.
Yes,
but-
yeah.
my
See,
point
nigga,
is-
yeah, you want to flex how much it costs?
Yeah.
You can get a
yeah.
local jeweler to make that exact bracelet in 18 karat gold with the same shit. You cannot, like, they're the same material, same everything.
But here's the thing.
But it'll be $2,000.
This is a dumb purchase, by the way.
Here's the argument is that design though is unique
Is that
to
designer's
Van
design.
Cleef,
Yeah.
right? Everyone else is just replicating that design. It's different. Of I want
Yeah, but we do that shit all the time. I mean, even when you're doing EF, you didn't fucking look at, that J. Crew jacket's nice. Let me send it to China and copy it and make my own version of it for cheaper.
No, there is the difference is when you're, let's say in clothing, which everyone does this, is you take things that you love and then you tweak the things you don't like about it to make it unique as you can.
So if I take that bracelet and just tweak it a little bit, then it's fine?
That's what most fashion is.
You're like chipping down, but if the replicas are 1-to-1, that's the whole point. They're not like, man, I love this, but I wish the band in between was this other
you're
design.
trying to look like you got the real one.
You're trying to replicate it 1-to-1 so you can't tell the difference.
I just have a hard time spending money on things that, like I said, if it's
but like you're only
mechanical,
buying it because of the brand that it associates with, so you want people to perceive it.
I mean, we do that in everything, though.
I
would argue,
like, for example, there was this watch I wanted to buy. Like, you know that squiggly, weird face watch? I don't know the name.
Cartier?
No, it's maybe. It's like super expensive,
right? Isn't the Cartier?
I don't know.
I mean, everybody has like a skeleton.
The one that's squiggly? Like it's like,
there
is a
weird.
Cartier.
It looks
melting?
Yeah, it looks like a melted clock.
I think it is Cartier,
Yeah, so like I didn't know about the Cartier version. I just saw that version like on Instagram because it was an ad. And I was like, oh, that looks fucking nice. And it's like only $300. I was like, damn, I want to buy this shit. So I'm thinking about it. And then like the real shit started coming up on my feed. And I was like, oh, hell no. Because if I buy this shit, people are going to think I'm laced like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, but I like the watch. Bro, but I'm like, I don't want that perception.
But brand is so important. I mean, look at, I mean, I don't, maybe not now, but like when they started, I mean, look at like Supreme, right? You can get a LA, what is it? LA, whatever the number is, like the shirt, right? Yeah. And it's $10, but if you print the Supreme logo on that exact blank shirt, it is now a $90 t-shirt, right? It's because like the brand perception to it. So again, I'm not dripped out in designer. I'm not dripped out in designer shit, but I just, it's something that like I just actually disagree with. I'm like, if you want to get replica stuff, because it's like, it looks like the real thing, I'm like, then either just don't buy it or save up for the real thing. But like, you just want people to think that you have this thing. You don't actually like the thing.
Yeah, but I think we do that with almost everything. I mean, I think, bold statement here, but I think like a fucking loaded out Kia Telluride is nicer than a fucking Range Rover.
Probably.
But if you ask 9 out of 10 people if they want a Range Rover or a Kia Telluride, they're all going to pick the fucking Range Rover. Like, we're just hardwired to want that fucking...
That's true. Yeah. That's very true.
A lot of shit is just marketing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, it all comes from the same place for the most part, but it's just like how you bring it and like how you associate that shit with.
I do agree with you, and I have to openly say that, yeah, I like the look of an LV or whatever, designer bag or whatever, but I don't want to pay the full price for it.
Yeah, because the only other
and
argument...
I bought her a real one.
The other argument is like, bro, I'm not paying that much for like that. Be like, okay, well then why do you want like the Gucci bag? Be like, oh, because I want it, because I want people to think that like I have this Gucci bag. Like I just can't get behind fake stuff. So, and I don't have a bunch of real shit. Like I don't have.
I also feel like all the dupes are gonna start like devaluing like the real shit, because like the point 100%. Of having like all that stuff was like, oh, this is something that not a lot of people have, like the exclusivity of it.
But dupes are becoming like a very common thing.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And this may be a super weird way to look at it too. Is like I think I don't have a bunch of like I don't know about y'all's parents, but like did y'all get any heirlooms or like I don't want to say not hand-me-downs, but like things that like your parents had, like here's my watch or something like that. Like I didn't have anything, right? And I look at maybe this stuff like this watch, and I have my Cartier bracelet I bought for myself. And I'm like, maybe they won't give a fuck about it, but like it's maybe in the future, like later on the road, it's like, oh shit, my dad's vintage whatever, right? But if you have all this fucking fake stuff, like you're not gonna. He'd be like, Dad, can I have your Rolex? Oh, you don't want that one. I think like having the real thing adds like a long-term value. It just depends the mindset you're having. I see both sides.
I think a big problem is...
No, but I could go into a topic on it.
I'm working on it. Did you get one? You find one? Well, hold on. Before we go there, I think what the problem is like with social media and stuff, we get marketed it nonstop. And then you have these kids that like just got into the workforce, have 40 grand in debt, making 30 grand a year, and then they're fucking taking loans out for like a Rolex or something. And it's like, I mean, I think we all know people that like you get one big break on fucking YouTube, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, here's my Range Rover, here's my fucking Rolex. And it's like, maybe don't do that.
Yeah. I was just having this conversation with someone yesterday, because I'm like, I'll be looking at some people, I'm like, how the fuck do you have a Rolex?
Bro, no money down Rolexes.
Sometimes you look at people, you go, man, you're either balling out of control or terrible with your money. It's got to be one or the other.
You can fucking use Afterpay at Taco Bell now. You really can.
I saw someone that Afterpay,
Also-
they're like $4 or like they're like $1.50 hot dog from Costco.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
you can do
After
Taco
6
Bell.
months, I finally paid off this hot dog.
You can loan fucking Taco Bell. We're getting off topic, but I went to Taco Bell yesterday in Fulshire. It is
Do you need some Pepto?
It is all AI. No, I was so hungry. I just need
For
some.
real? It's all AI?
Dude, you get to the window, like the order thing, and it's a fucking AI. And it got my order right. It did everything. It asks you if it's correct. It markets to you a little bit. It fucking asks you want some add-ons. I get to the window and it took my payment, and then a little bag fucking dropped down. I took the bag.
What
I didn't
the
see or talk
fuck?
to a single fucking person.
That's scary.
All those jobs are gone.
Yeah.
Like it was 100%.
Cook.
And what pissed me off is it worked perfectly. Like it actually was so much better because like the guy didn't fucking mishear something. They didn't fuck my order up.
No
It was just-
attitude.
it was great.
You know, it's here. I saw this. They're actually testing it. I saw that Chipotle is testing this like robotic like thing that you'd say all the ingredients and it does the exact fill of what it is. I'm like,
That'd be
that'd
awesome.
be perfect.
Yeah.
Because I get ripped off every time.
Yeah.
I get a counterfeit Chipotle bowl every time I
If
go.
you
'cause it's-
fucking work at Chipotle, you should learn the difference between extra chicken and double chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Double is twice what you gave me the first. I don't know why that's such a hard fucking concept. Like, hey, I get double chicken, they give you like fucking quarter scoop extra. I'm like, no.
That's
you're
why
you're not listening.
That's why you always used to be like, hey, can you put a little bit more chicken on there? Like double meat? They're like, no, just put a little bit more on there. The problem is they fill it up and then they go, they shake it a little bit. And you're like,
All right, dude, let's get back to the common people issues. What's up with your Rolex?
I'm just.
I know you want one.
I do want a Rolex. I'm in this kind of like weird thought about it, but I found there's this really popular like watch guy who's been all over social. Like, all the celebrities buy it from him. Turns out he's been a longtime subscriber of myself and like Christian. I think he has a Probably Never Satisfied like tattooed on it or something. But he's like really reputable in the watch
Is he
thing.
black?
I think he's Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay. There's a guy I've been talking to too.
He's based out of Miami. And he like sent me this whole thing. He's like, bro, if you ever need to watch, like I got you. And like, this is like last night.
Yeah.
And he sends me all these photos, all like the watch he has on hands. And I was like, oh, I'm looking for this specific one. I kind of like want to mark the sale of sour strips as like, I don't know. I feel like I don't need something to do it, but I think it'd be cool. And then I don't know, give it to my kid down the road or something. But I told him the exact one, and he's like, hold on, and he's like, yeah, got it. I here it is, like brand new in the box. Give you this deal on it, like it's a 2024, never been worn. No, the one I'm looking at is a Rolex Day Date 40 with a green face, fluted bezel, and the Jubilee band in platinum.
It's a nice watch.
And
It's gonna be heavy.
the argument is, why are you going to get the platinum when it looks just like the white gold? And
The
it's
price is almost the same now.
well, no, they're it's like a little bit more.
At least in the jewelry world, I think gold is so expensive now that like it used to be like, oh, white gold was cheaper than platinum. I think right now they're like almost the same price. Like you're maybe not in the Rolex world, but like if you're just buying a necklace or something, like platinum and gold are almost
The only reason
price.
I want to go with the platinum is because I look at this as like the biggest kind of like windfall in my life, and I'm like, I want the best version of this watch I really like.
Platinum's really heavy though. Like
I know.
Christian's Daytona's
I know.
platinum, and that thing's like where you got like 4 pounds on your.
I want to
fucking
feel
hand.
it.
It's heavy.
But
How much is that watch?
Some change.
yeah,
Like, just give it like estimate.
Like a Kia Telluride.
Ballpark.
like
50.
no, man, like 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's fucked up? That is a Kia. Kia Tellurides are expensive. I don't know why I'm going back to Kia, but it ain't the budget car anymore, dude. You spend like 80 grand on a fucking Hyundai Genesis now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually buy the watch, but I'm thinking about
That's
buying
the
the
idea,
watch.
you know.
But I want to get like engraved on the back. I want to get sour strips. I want to get the date that I started sour strips and the date that I sold sour strips. And then every time I look at it, I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like,
Sick.
yeah, I don't know.
What's been, and this is the last question about this, what's been like your most like not irresponsible, but like, because you've always been a very cheap person since I've known you.
Thanks, bro.
And what's been like the one purchase where you've been like, whoa, like that was like too much, like I shouldn't have done that. Like the one purchase that took you out of like the mindset you've been in like your whole life.
After selling the company?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, honestly, just investing the money. I know that's like a good thing, but I've been like,
I mean, yeah, besides the real
Like-
estate, yeah.
Yeah, you're up and
well, just in stocks. Like I've
you're
like,
up
I've like,
overall.
like you look at like my buys and you'd be
I
like,
don't
bro,
know.
you're out of control.
Luxury good. It's gonna be the Raptor. Or it's gonna be the Land. It's gonna be one of those two.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Raptor.
I mean, the Raptor was expensive, and
Yeah.
the land that I bought that.
The land on top of the land
Yeah,
on top of the land.
the couple different land has been expensive, and then this house that I'm building is going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But like,
You're doing the right things then. I mean, yeah, you don't really have a.
I feel like I don't want to say you're not dumb, but the house. I feel like you can't really justify like the land and the house. You know, like you'll always be able to get.
something out
I
of
feel
it.
like that's not like a dumb. Yeah, I don't think you'd be like, oh, it's such a dumb investment to
that's
buy a
not
bunch
dumb.
of land. I
That's
think
not dumb at all.
probably the truck.
It's like
would
more
be
so a
the
purchase that you've ever like made that it's like this is just throwing shit.
I feel like it's still the RSQ8 all these years later. Like I feel like that's
No,
still
I-
you're like fuck.
I don't
Oh
really
shit,
like.
I remember that.
I guess the only thing when I bought the Raptor, it was same thing with the RSQ8 where I was like, okay, I know I can afford this Raptor, but like I feel just some type of way after spending this fucking money like on this truck kind of thing. But now I don't feel that way, and I really enjoy it. The next thing is honestly, even with this Rolex, where I'm like, oh shit, am I starting to go down this rabbit hole? And then I'm starting to like justify. I'm like, the money's always in the Rolex. Even if I engrave on the back, I'll just get that back piece, replaced, and it'll be worth more money. And it's not about the money. But I'm like, this is stupid to buy on a fucking watch. But I'm like, do I need? Because I was talking to Taylor about it, and she's like, I think you should get it. Like, I think that's really cool. But I go like, I think the life that I'm living signifies like the sale of sour strips, not necessarily one item, but I look at things. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I bought a watch and like 20 years, like give it to Charlie or something. Like,
Bro, wait
You
till
should do
Charlie
that.
comes out.
Yeah.
You're about to spend all kinds of money on dumb shit,
I
dude.
know.
Charlie's gonna be at. I want this bike. I want this. He wants a toy. He's gonna use one fucking time. You're never gonna see it used again.
that's where I'm going to buy
All
and
your
spend
money's
the
gonna-
money shit.
yeah.
Hey, for all the dumb shit that we do buy, you just said that in your last video, which I've been looking at, so I want your opinion on it. You got a home organizer. Mm-hmm. Walk us
person?
through that, like that comes in and organizes your shit.
Yeah, I mean,
We've been thinking about getting one.
I'll give you her contact. She's amazing. She's like a team of like, it's her and like 2 other people that work with her.
It's like older. I just want a bunch of moms, bro. Like,
Yeah, they're all 3 moms. And they'll come to your house from like 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m. And they'll literally organize every single thing in your house. Like everything. And it's costly, but
Yeah, how much does that cost?
for me, like my house, 5,600 square feet,
I thought you were gonna say $5,600.
So you got them organized like the whole like
everything, top to
because
bottom.
you probably don't
Yeah.
even think about.
Like clothes and stuff.
Everything.
How much is it?
For her,
Ballpark.
for I mean, I'll tell the last time she came, which was for me to stage my house to get
Yeah.
pictures and everything taken, it was like $1,200.
Oh,
It's not that bad,
I mean,
right?
it's a lot, but
if she's gonna organize like your whole crib,
Yeah.
that's not.
Well, first
she cleans too.
when I was looking at it, I talked with Taylor and like it's like you have stuff organized and like you try to like, oh, I'm like where do we the pans and the cutting boards
Yeah.
and shit. But like I think when people are like actual professionals and you see some of the stuff online, like it's just stuff that like when that's all they focus on. Like you'll look at how some people have stuff organized. You're like, oh, bro, that's like next level of this is exactly here. And
Have you ever wanted a Kardashian pantry?
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Bro,
about.
she comes. You know that Chloe, like she's famous for like this one picture of her
Yeah.
pantry in the past.
They take like everything out of the boxes and put it in like glass
Yes.
containers. Like all the cereal is organized. Like
okay,
everything's
yeah,
like
I've
that
seen
shit
that on-
makes you
I've
feel
seen- I've
so
seen that.
good
Okay, yeah,
when
yeah.
you walk into your pantry and it looks like you're a Kardashian.
There's not a single box in there.
Bro.
It's
It just
fucking-
feels like you're. Oh, I'm fucking rich. Like it just
Yeah.
feels so good. It feels.
I got
so
the
good.
replica Lucky Charms in
Yeah.
the box over there, bro.
Funny enough, like I would say like 8 out of 10 people that we do cabinets for pantries now
Yeah.
show us that fucking picture. Like they all pull out that Chloe like picture.
Yeah.
Like we want it to look like this. And it's
Bro.
like, fucking Christ.
She
dude.
comes and she does that, and like that's probably the most satisfying thing about her organizing. In my closet, which is the colors, I know you saw that, but my pantry when she does like the individual plastic cases and the different foods and stuff like that, that's amazing. And the fridge,
Did she bring those plastic containers or you have to buy
you
those?
can give her the money to buy it, or she adds it. She buys it, she adds into the budget, or you give her the money. Before.
I would do it. I just think I don't know how often I would need her to come back to like
Well,
keep me on like once a year.
I was gonna say
No,
like
she
Yeah, 'cause
comes
that,
like-
that was
so-
gonna be my question, like maintenance wise.
So maintenance, it would be. So what I do is, she'll do that one big organization, and then she'll come once every month to clean.
to see if you're fucking
Does
up
she
or like,
reorganize when she
Yeah, when
cleans?
she comes, she cleans.
How much is that?
Like to clean my whole house, bro.
You have a big
and I might
house.
be getting ripped, but to clean my whole house is like $700.
Yeah, you're getting ripped
Yeah,
off.
no,
Yeah,
you're
you're
fucked.
But I'm talking about top to bottom.
yeah, I know,
big.
but you're still getting dick.
I'll give you my cleaner paper.
Like, am I getting bent over?
Yes,
my
yes.
my house is 4,000 square feet, and to do clothes and everything, I paid $200.
So no lube.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she like they're like dusting my ceiling fans.
Bro,
and shit for
they should
$200.
put lipstick on because I like to be kissed before I'm fucked, bro.
I just like to be wine and dine before I get fucked.
So I'm getting like
700 is
roofied.
aggressive. I mean, unless she's like fucking toothbrush on the grout, like fucking.
Russ, you live
double
alone.
penetration.
Do you live alone or you live with your girl?
Nah,
That was too much. Sorry.
How far can we push this joke?
You're still city living.
yeah.
Shawley used to be city living. So did Joe.
I hate
now
that.
they're
Can I put this on
suburb-
the ground?
Bro, you can put that pillow wherever
Bro,
you
you
want.
This
been
thing's
knowing
making me so fucking hot, man.
That pillow's making you hot, not the hoodie?
Nah, the pillow. Like,
Bro, wearing a hoodie too.
no, the pillow was like, I took the pillow off and I felt so much cooler.
Yeah.
Where do you, not to dox you, but where do you live? Like, just like
No,
general.
I live like downtown in the city. I don't want to
Like
say the
downtown,
building.
downtown?
Yeah, like
Okay.
like Houston
Yeah.
proper. I don't want to say the.
Have you ever lived in the burbs?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking
when
about like after when you're on your own.
I moved. Stafford's not really a burb, but I moved back. You know those like apartments. I moved there.
Oh, the
whenever
fucking where everyone
Yeah,
goes.
because it was like right across the street from like my warehouse and then like
Yeah.
the gym that I had. And I thought that would be a good move. So I moved from River Oaks back there, and I thought that would be good. That was like one of the worst periods of my life.
Why do you like living down
Everybody
the
that
city?
moves those apartments fucking
Yeah,
hates their
fucking
lives when they
Bro,
live there.
It's like Alpha Land 2.0.
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
want-
I hated it because like I'd be driving around and like I'm not like a status person, but it's just like I'd be like walking and like seeing people like trying to make it in the fitness community. And I'm like,
Everybody
this is-
lived there.
Bro,
I'm like, this
that
is not
that
it, man.
So basically what they're talking about is there's this apartment complex that's like the nicest apartment complex in this area where that's the nicest place
Yeah.
to live. And it's like gated to get into the parking lot. One of my employees used to live there. She doesn't anymore. One morning she sends me a text. She goes, "Yeah, I'm be late to work." Sends me a photo and it's her 4Runner just sitting on blocks. They stole all of her tires. I'm like,
It's not
what?
like it's not like a dangerous place to live, but I mean it should be happening.
That area,
It's on the
Stafford
edge.
is pretty dangerous.
It's like, yeah, it's not Sugarland, but it's not Houston. You're like in the middle ground.
Stafford is pretty crime. There's a lot of crimes in the Meadows, Stafford area. Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't
of
feel
crimes.
as like 2 a.m. filling up my truck at a gas station. I'm more on guard in Stafford than I am Sugarland.
Yeah, for
Stafford's
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
a little
Well,
bit
I'm
more
just speaking in
rough.
regards to the city. The city's way more dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Houston's fucking terrible.
Houston's a lot should be happening.
Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe walking around?
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. But I'm just saying, like in general, like you're gonna see a lot more shit happen to your shit in Houston.
You have a
versus,
dog?
Like stuff. Nah.
See, I think that was I didn't mind living in Houston until I had to walk my dog at like midnight, and that's when I didn't like living in Houston.
Bro,
And
you're
I'm
like,
like,
you're 6'4" with a Doberman, bro. Like,
yeah, but there's still just something about like I'm walking my dog and like there's a fucking homeless dude like next to me staring at me, and it's like you don't know. Like I drive by like or fucking walk by, this guy gonna like I didn't like that, and like my dog's stepping on glass, there's needles and shit. Like it's just a different.
What? How do you like living down there?
I love it.
Why do you live down there?
Why do I live there?
Like, are you like, ooh, I'm at the rooftop brunch on Sunday? Like,
Actually, not so much that, but I like being around like young people, like people my age. I like just like the energy of living in the city.
Do you go out?
do you hang out
Nah,
with
not
people?
really.
But do you
No,
like go
not
get
really.
lunch and stuff? Like
I just
do
like
you,
knowing they're there.
do you take advantage of living in the city?
I
or
mean
do you-
now that I have my girlfriend, like we go on like
Yeah.
dates all the time. Like if we want to go do something, it's like 5 minutes. Like our drive times, like to get to places, like 5 to 10 minutes at most.
I will say when I lived in Houston, I went and experienced shit a lot. Now that I'm in Fulshire, I'm like same 2 restaurants. Like,
Yeah, but
like
bro,
what do you
I
want
like
tonight?
that, bro.
No, it is nice. But when I lived in Houston, it was like let's go to this museum, let's do that. Like there was
Yeah.
something to do every day.
Or like there's never like complete silence, which is like
Yeah.
weird because like I live like I'm telling you like right in the fucking city, so it's like I'm always hearing like traffic. Or if I just want to go downstairs,
Gunshots.
if I just want to
Dudes
go
in
downstairs,
ski masks everywhere.
Nah, well actually I'm not gonna say anything. But if I want to go downstairs and just like walk around, like there's shit to do. There's always something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you stay in a nice hotel, like in like downtown Austin or something. It's like it's nice for me. It's nice for like a day or two, and then I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. I did it for a year and a half, and I'm good. I have no desire to move
do you
back
think
to the
you'll
city.
do you think you'll move to the burbs?
No. Well, I was thinking so like if I get in the process of buying a house, I was wondering too, like I don't know if I would have to be starting a family.
Are you staying in this area?
What area? Oh, the
Houston.
Sugarland. It depends like what new developments are happening.
No, I'm
Like,
talking about like Houston, Texas.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I don't
you
think
from
I'd ever
here?
move. Yeah.
You know what?
Families here?
Yeah. So like I'm
We
actually
grew up
from
where we play golf.
Sugarland.
Quill Valley?
The other place.
Greatwood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, literally. Yeah, my family. I grew up in Greenwood.
Yeah.
You know what I like the most about everyone right here? Because I know y'all ain't going anywhere. I got some news about some people that might not be here anymore.
What the fuck?
Who?
I'll tell you later. But
Christian's moving Alphaland?
no. No, but I'm like,
I wouldn't leave. There's nothing. What the fuck is like?
I talk to Taylor all the time, but I'm like, man, all the people, you know, like
Yeah.
Christian, Shawley, you know, Joe. It's like I'm like stoked that I know. That's why I'm confident about like building my roots like here and like building this house because I'm like, all right, I know we got Taylor's family, but it's like the people I like hanging out with.
Yeah.
I know they ain't gonna pick up and fucking.
I'm fucking
move.
stuck here, dude. I'm here for life.
I'm glad.
Unfortunately, I hate it here, but I can't get out of here, dude.
Where would you live outside of Houston though?
I would love to live like
Where would you want to go?
outer areas of Denver or something like that. Just somewhere where like I can drive an hour and go snowboard and hike and just somewhere to do. I feel like Houston's such a fucking like.
There's nothing to do.
There's literally nothing to do. Like you can drive an hour and a half and go to Galveston, which is this shithole beach. Like there's just nothing here.
Yeah, but what do you want to do?
It's
And then
fucking boring
you get to
here,
a
bro.
point in your life where you want to go snowboarding, you just get on a fucking plane.
No,
bro.
I agree. I've accepted that like I will trade the lower cost of living. Like I can live like a king in Houston and just go to Denver to snowboard and shit. Where like, yeah, true. If I moved to fucking Denver, my house in Denver would be 2 point something. You know, like it would be so much more expensive to live in a place where there is shit to do. So I guess on that aspect, like, yeah, I'll probably stay here. But it would be nice to not have 108 degrees, rains fucking every day, like
Bro, it's boring as hell.
mosquitoes, nothing to fucking
Bro.
do.
There's days where I just sit at my house and I'm like, bro, what the hell?
But also, I feel like, is Houston boring or are you boring?
No, Houston's pretty boring.
Houston's boring, bro.
I just saw yesterday, we were number 18 out of the top 20 most boring cities.
I saw that. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't
I think that was off though, because like San Antonio was number 5, and I'm like, I feel like San Antonio's got shit to do. Like,
No, San Antonio's fucking.
You got the Riverwalk, you got fucking-
No, San Antonio's horrible,
San
bro.
Antonio's way worse.
Horrible.
San Antonio's boring as fuck. It's way worse than Houston.
yeah,
for
like,
sure.
Jacksonville,
What do
Florida.
you
was,
want
like,
to do
number
though, bro?
one.
I like walking my dog. I like going to the gym.
I
like
just say how
just
fucking
going-
hot it is all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I've gotten used to it though.
I have not.
So what would you do if you were living in a city that had a lot to do though?
For me, I want to be in a city that has a beach, like a good beach.
So
like,
you do
you
nothing
really
at
like
the beach.
Miami, right?
Nah, not even that. I'd love to live in like PCB,
Panama City.
Panama City Beach. Yeah,
Why?
because we went there for Fat and Weird Cookie event that one
So you can
time.
go to all the spring breaks there. What's up? You're frat bros, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, nah, I just love the view of the ocean and water. No, the ocean and the beach.
Dude, come move out on the Brazos River. That's the same thing, bro.
Yeah, fuck that.
Bro, y'all see
Houston
that
water,
fucking river?
Texas water is sick.
Shit.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I don't want
Oh,
to get dark,
yeah.
but I mean, dude, it's getting worse by the fucking minute. They showed a time lapse, and it was like 3 minutes from like the river was normal, and then it went up like 16 feet in like 3 fucking
So
minutes.
what happened?
Flash flood.
Flash flood. I mean, it just rained insanely hard in like North Texas, and the
Like
Guadalupe
Austin never
River
gets
just
rain. When I
fucking-
was just in Austin, it was
Yeah.
just pouring down rain the entire time, and like
Yeah.
it doesn't get that much rain. But I guess where
But-
did this happen?
like Kerrville,
Yeah,
Texas. But I mean, so there's this like children's fucking camp, and it was like on the river. And I'm not gonna fucking get into like, I don't know if they said it was okay or what. There's a rumor that like someone said we could stay, don't worry about it. And just basically the river jumped like 16 feet and just started sweeping away, like houses are fucking. And there's like videos of like people in the houses, like the houses are floating down the river,
Yeah,
and
I
there's
saw
people
that.
in there with flashlights.
Did
trying
you
to
hear
figure
about all
out-
this?
I saw.
Bro, the
It
death
was
toll's at like
there's like
42.
kids. There's like
and
all
there's-
these.
Yeah.
It's swept away the girls' Christian camp.
Yeah, it's like a whole camp. There's
and
like
all the
27
girl,
kids.
like there's so many girls that are missing.
Yeah, it's 27 kids unaccounted for and like 42 confirmed dead. It's bad. I mean, it's fucking.
And it happened like in an hour.
It literally, I'll show you the video I just saw before we got on here, but like it literally is like whatever it's like 7 a.m. and by like 7:05 the river's. I mean, it's like within 5 minutes it just jumps.
How? I mean,
It's raining further down, so it's the same thing we have here. Like it really hadn't rained that much here, but the Brazos is super high. It's just north of you rains, the river floods below you, so it doesn't even have to rain where it flooded. It could rain north of them and just.
I don't know why people would want to wish that upon me, but I had like that time lapse. Someone like tweet quoted that, and they're like Max at his new house, and it's like
No, I mean the Brazos is really big. So
I'm like that's kind of
Why?
weird to like wish that
That's
like
pretty dark.
Yeah, I was
it
like,
would take a lot of rain to make the
well,
Brazos
because
do that.
Harvey rained more than what just happened there.
Yeah, but Harvey was over the course of like a week or two. So the
Yeah.
problem is if it dumps like 2 feet, and then also I'm not a fucking meteorologist here, but I guess like if it's really dry before it rains, the soil doesn't even soak the water up if it gets too dry, so the water just kind of goes. So if it's been really dry and then it rains really hard, the water just like pools up on top and just flows. It doesn't actually go into the ground, or so I've been told. So I think that was like if it rains, 20 inches north of you, all that water just pools up and goes into the river. And
Is it still flowing right now?
I think it's coming down now, but they're just finding. I mean, as it drops, they keep finding like cars and bodies, and it's gonna get like it's not good.
Damn.
Yeah, and you can't like prep. I mean, it happened
and
in
I'm
like
like, as a
within
fucking-
an hour. Like it was just like,
I mean, you have
oh, it's kind of
all
raining
of these
and our
fucking-
house is underwater. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It's like I can't even imagine. You have all these parents that like sent their kids to camp, and now they're missing. It's like I don't know.
They haven't heard
fucking-
anything.
I think so far they found like 3 or 4 alive.
there'd
and,
be videos of like
7
some girls like
dead.
up in the tree, like holding onto like trees that are like halfway up with water. Bro.
think
It's
this
so
is-
scary.
For like another week, they're gonna be finding
Oh
things.
man,
I know.
that's tragic.
Yeah.
Hey, it's never easy to switch topics from hard stuff, but to switch the mood,
Yeah.
Joe, you
Well, I don't.
are gonna deny it,
Oh, okay.
but your girl says you're a big fan of Love Island.
Oh, dude.
Is this true?
No.
Because you hated Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I hate Love Island. It's just one of those, like, she's watching it and I'm like in the kitchen just kind of watching.
I can't believe he did.
Yeah,
He's doing that.
like I know all the fucking names and like I don't want to watch it, but it's just like you can't. It's like a fucking train wreck, dude. You can't look away.
Are y'all watching this Love Island?
It's so fucking dumb.
I
dude.
keep seeing. I had to look up what the fuck a Huda was.
A Hudda?
what is it?
Someone
Yeah,
someone
Hudda.
sent me a picture of her wearing a Naka yesterday. I thought that was
Yeah?
cool.
Oh, really?
Hudda, yeah, she
Bro,
was wearing
apparently
it
she has
TikTok.
fake freckles. Apparently they're like tattooed.
I
or
thought
something.
that.
Yeah.
She looks
I've-
familiar. She looks like I've seen her somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean, she looks
maybe.
like every fucking TikTok, but, you know. It's just such a dumb. It makes me more concerned for the future because, like, it's also it hit me the other day. Like, I just turned 31 last week. I'm finally to that point now where, like, you used to watch TV shows and, like, I don't know if y'all did this, but I used to watch, like, NBA and be like, oh, like, you know, like when I'm their age, I'll probably be that good. You know, like, there's always like and now I'm finally at the point where I'm like, bro, these kids are 10 years young. Like, the Love Island people are like 10 years younger than me. Like, they're like in their fucking 20. One of them was 21.
Right.
And it's just like, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You listen to them talk, and it's like y'all are actually like.
And why are we watching it as 30?
See,
Yeah,
that's
it's
you know
all
what
yours.
they
I
say
mean, like,
about
It's your
us.
girls that are watching it.
I
But
think you can't look away.
It's also trash TV because if you think about like our age, like the shit that was on like Real World,
Yeah.
fucking
Jersey
Those
Shore.
were quality TV shows, bro.
You know what I'm
That was
saying?
high quality
You know?
production.
And then I'm sure the older people were like, "Why the fuck are y'all watching this?"
Yeah.
shit? You know, it's
is,
like, where is our society going?
The way they talk and like the shit that they think is important. I'm like, I know I wasn't that fucking dumb when I was 21. I'd like to think that I wasn't that fucking dumb when I was 21.
Bro, I could have never, like, even when I was at peak single mode, I could have never gone on a
Wasn't Rob
dating
on
show.
that show?
Yeah,
Like
for like
the
a
old
hot
version?
second.
Yeah.
Have you guys been invited to do it? I've been invited to do Love
I
Island.
got invited to go on the Circle.
Circle?
Where it's like, and they wanted me to go on the Circle and pretend to be someone else, like, because you just talk with each other. They don't see you, like the people see you, but when you're interacting with the other people in the building, you can be whoever you want, and they have to decide if you're the real person or not.
I would go. I mean, nothing against my girl, not for the love side of it, but like I would go on just to fucking like point out. There needs to be someone level-headed on the show that can be like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about right now?" I would love to just be there to just question when they like say shit. Like, why are you talking about this? Like, why is this important
I
right
saw some shit where they have to like make out with everyone. Or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
they
that.
blindfold and go
Bro,
around
what?
like making out.
To be
with
clear, I
people.
don't want to do any of that.
Yeah, no,
I'm just
no,
saying
I'm
I
just
want to
saying
be
'cause,
like
like,
a fly on the wall.
That's what
there.
they do?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like
it's
you have to
crazy
make
shit.
out, and it's like if you're vibing well with this person. or
Bro,
some
so I
shit.
saw-
I'm
I
like,
saw-
what?
it's
Now I'm
terrible.
getting into
Oh
it.
my gosh.
So they get paired up and they have to like sleep in the bed. So this girl's like in love with this guy. The guy gets voted off. She's bawling and shit.
knows
I
all
know. She's like bawling and shit. Right? She's like, oh my God, this is like the love of my life, blah, blah. And then that night she's paired up with another guy and they have like cams in the fucking like dorms. And she's like fucking like licking her finger, like getting herself wet. And he's like behind her and they're like in bed. Yeah. Look it up, bro. Like the night after she's crying because her boyfriend got voted off and then she's fucking this other dude like within 2 hours. And
Hey
it's
Joe,
like,
thanks for
life.
doing the
That is-
hand
yeah,
motion.
I gotta
stuff.
show
yeah, why
Yeah,
did
I
you
was-
do that?
So she's like,
Like-
do this, and then she's going down. And
yeah.
that whole visual was just
My bad,
like,
dude.
that
I
was a
want
lot.
to show y'all what it looked like.
I was like, whoa.
But it's bad.
That-
Mormon wives might be worse. I don't fucking know.
I watched one episode of that because I've always
like that
been
one.
fascinated with like other religions,
Bro.
and with all religions. Sorry, and
They all have hair transplants in this like most recent season. All the guys have gotten hair transplant. Like all of them. They keep showing like clips, and all of them are like bald and like fucking have the.
oh wow,
Hey, unrelated.
Respect,
Have y'all ever gone skinny dipping or like streaking?
I have in Galveston.
Yeah.
skinny dipping.
Was you like, hey guys, we should?
Well, I
Like with like
After
a
I
girl
did it.
or like
mean, with their friends, with their guy friends.
I don't know. Like
You know,
don't
be
frat
crazy
people
about
that type of shit.
Bro, remember last time we all got so drunk and went all naked in the ocean together, bro?
I've been in the Galveston water naked.
That's sick.
Yeah, I was.
Is that
I
where
felt
you got your
sick.
first
Probably
parasite?
got-
do that,
yeah, like
dude.
what the fuck?
I don't. Where do you
That
draw
was the first time I
line
got
of,
crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
all right. I don't know.
What?
Well, because like if I think probably everyone's like hooked up in a pool, but like alone. I don't think that's classified as like skinny dipping.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying,
like when I was in high school,
like
I
if you had
friends.
sex in a pool, that's not. I don't think you'd be like I skinny dipped last night. I think that's just.
No, that's just high five, dude.
Yeah. So I
my
don't,
parents,
in
my
that case,
parents
I've
had
never
a pool
skinny
when I
dipped.
was a teenager. I went skinny dipping. That's not skinny dipping. Is it?
No, I think we're talking
Public
like public.
spaces?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
nah.
Like hopping the fence and going in, like, we're naked.
like Christian's wedding. Actually, after the wedding, a bunch of like the girls randomly just like took their dresses off and ran into the ocean. It was like what
Specifically,
the fuck is
name
going
drop them all on here.
I'm not gonna do that, but it was definitely like a what the fuck. I'm going back to my hotel room. This
Like
is getting
butt
weird.
naked.
Taylor was
yeah.
not one of the girls that were.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, it was weird. I'll tell you after this. I'm not gonna tell you right now, but
That's putting people on the spot.
yeah,
Yo, bro, I got something.
you know who you are.
You know, so in like high school and stuff, people would be like, "Oh, we all went we jumped the fence at the local pool and like went streaking in there." Nah, I can't.
Did you ever do this?
No,
You never skinny dipped?
no, because bro, I'm not a shower, bro. So I need to be like,
Virginia's really cold.
I gotta, you know, I'd have to get warmed up. I'd be embarrassed.
I would never be that comfortable to just be doing that.
I've realized that like her family keeps calling me like modest, but like I'm not. So like Amanda's family is just very like her brother is like very like he'll just strip butt naked, no questions asked, and I'm just like I've never been that guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
I'm not.
In what scenario? Like at dinner?
Wait, let's.
No, I mean he's older, but like he's just wild. Like he'll just I don't know how to explain it, but like yeah, like he has no problem like I don't know.
In what scenario?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like I think like the first time I met him, he like mooned me, like pulled his pants down and like showed me his ass. And I was like, all right,
Classic.
Yeah.
Y'all ever pants kids in high school and stuff?
a couple times, yeah.
That
I
was
got
great.
asked for it.
We can't just.
Y'all want to go back? I don't even want to put him on blast, but like he's not gonna tell us.
I'm fucking hot, man. What is going on, bro? Wait, the first time you met him, he mooned you?
Yeah,
It's initiation, bro.
yeah. Like no, like when we say what's up, he'll like
Welcome to the family, son.
he'll like smack me in the balls and shit. This is white people shit.
What else,
Fuck, man.
what else does he do, Joe?
First time he met me, he mooned me.
Yeah.
That's such a crazy sentence.
No, dude. If you ever meet him,
I'm
like
hot,
you'll
man.
understand.
Oh my god.
Now I feel the jacket.
But he's an ex-marine. I just feel like those guys are kind of just like crazy. Like they're just a little wild.
And ex-marine is like, hey, bro, we don't do that shit.
I mean, he's a really cool dude. Like, I fucking love him.
Bro, can you imagine the first time you meet me, I just mooned you.
Oh my god.
Oh
But,
man.
all right. Let me put it. So
He goes
we
like,
went
in
to
what
his-
scenario does he get naked?
Yeah, no. So we went to his birthday party, and this is probably the first time I met him. And like it was like a crawfish boil thing going on, and he's just wearing like a fucking banana hammock making crawfish, and I'm just like, but everyone's like, yeah, that's how he is.
Oh yeah, you walked into who he was.
Yeah, like that's just, he's just
Yeah.
very open dude.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not, I wouldn't do it, but if you were like, hey DJ, like get naked and jump in the pool, I'd be like, okay, like he
Yeah,
wouldn't even think
yeah,
about it. He'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking drop and go. Which I
way-
respect that. I wish I had
yeah.
that kind of confidence. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the way you said it made it seem like, what's up? Like
No, I mean it kind of was like that, yeah. Yeah. But again, I think that's just like their family is just very like not they were raised like, you know, like I was not. I'm very much like you couldn't pay me money to fucking walk out on a beach in a Speedo. Ain't gonna fucking happen.
No, I don't like being naked, bro.
Yeah, you take
Oh, I
showers
was
with
having this
clothes on and
conversation.
shit, or-
Okay, do y'all chill in the crib naked? or
Nope.
not?
Like butt ass
hell
naked?
no.
Yeah,
Bro,
me
I-
either.
I mean, like-
what the fuck?
Like boxers, yeah, but not just like
Wang out.
You-
just
do
dick on the
that?
couch. Like
You put your
Yeah.
butt cheeks on stuff?
On your
dude?
couch?
you got a leather couch?
Nah.
Okay.
You like lay on your
It's
couch
like
with
you're
your
just like-
butt?
So
That's sick.
So, yeah.
That's sick.
I was wondering because I'm like I don't know if I'm not like a nudist, but like when I'm at the crib, if
just
I'm
always
at the
naked?
crib with my girl, yeah, I'm naked.
if I'm in the shower,
That's a power move.
and I need
Yeah.
and I need to get my pants that are in the living room or something, like even if no one can see through, I'm putting my towel on to go get those
Yeah.
pants, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm naked.
You're just
Taylor's just in the kitchen, just a fucking flash of white just flies by.
Now, if I have to like sit down and do something, I'll put shorts on. But like if I'm like laying on the couch and just like chilling, I'm
Butt ass naked.
I've slept naked a couple, like in my
Your butt
bed,
cheeks
but I'm
just
not on my
sticking to the
couch,
leather, just
Bro, your asshole is just like exposed to
But
my
you're
cheeks
in
are
an
not
apartment, right?
spread. Like yeah, I'm in
Like
a
a high
But
rise?
even if I was in a home, I'd be naked.
I got neighbors and shit, dude.
yeah. What the?
You can see in my windows.
I mean, I don't know.
And the high, I feel like I'd be more.
Well, I wouldn't.
in
You
a
know
high
what?
rise.
Not
That's nasty,
because
bro.
I'm in a. Yeah.
I don't even know what Amanda.
like
if
your
I
dick
just
just
rolled
touching
out,
the couch. Like in some situations, your dick is just laying flaccid on the couch.
Wait, how would it?
Max is like, hold up.
I could.
Yeah.
That
What
would never
I'm like,
happen.
why am I laying like that?
No, like if you're laying like this and you have no underwear on.
Wait, how would it touch the couch, bro? That's impossible, bro. I mean, maybe if you were facing down, but
If you're laying straight with no underwear on and and nothing on, your thing is gonna unravel onto the couch.
Unravel
You're
onto
missing the
couch.
joke right now, Charlie.
He's saying he's saying he doesn't have enough meat for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
He's
okay.
out of
that's-
pee for that move.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I do that.
That's sick.
I think in a high rise, I'm more open to it. I don't even know. I'm kind of tempted to do this now. I don't know what Amanda, if like I just rolled up naked and sat next to her on the couch, like I don't know what the fuck she would do. I feel like she'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I was wondering, I'm like, I don't think
Some
other people
caveman
do
shit.
this, like, at all.
I don't.
I'd respect it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a
should try
scenario. Yo.
Yeah, dude.
Words
Try
are
Take your
hard,
time.
bro.
English.
Take your time.
I get my words mixed up.
Today, Junior.
Here's a scenario. Let's say you're flying somewhere without your girl, okay? And you bring an iPad so you can watch Love Island or something.
Yeah.
And you realize you're like, oh shit, I grabbed my girl's iPad. Would you, if you could go through photos or text, or would you?
Yes.
What? No. That's a can of worms, bro.
Yeah, but would you
go
rather
through
know?
your phone?
No, first of all, I have full trust. I've actually never ever gone through a girl's phone, ever.
You would go through her phone?
Would you be like, what kind of photos she got? Like what?
Yes.
Why?
If I had the, if I
Absolutely.
accidentally took the iPad and I just had it, yes.
Like you have the ability, you're far away and you could just tap messages, be like,
fuck
who
yeah.
should?
What the fuck?
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Would you?
Why not?
I don't know if I go through the messages. I might go through the photos, see if there's any fucking nudes I haven't seen.
Yeah, but if there were, you'd be like, where
Who
are
the
these?
fuck are these for? Yeah, you know. But that's one of those things. Like, would you rather not know, or would you?
Nah, hell no.
Here's the thing.
Would you rather know that like you think you can trust her, you do trust her, you have the option to check that, you're not going to get in trouble if you do, you know?
I believe
Because
in,
what
like,
if you did find something and like you never would have known that? Like what if this whole fucking time everything's been a lie?
Would you rather find out something or just go your entire relationship?
I would fucking want to find out.
I'd rather find out.
I don't want to fucking like, yeah.
I feel like those. I believe in like things like that eventually getting exposed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
coming to light.
Yeah.
I guess the other problem is you see something like maybe it's not that, maybe it's something else that you're not supposed to know about.
See,
Yeah.
like I'm not looking to do it. I'm just saying, like, you're in a situation where like it's presented to you. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I get kind of like, I always like to have my phone on me. I feel like paranoid if I don't have my phone. But like, I mean, really anyone, but like Taylor at any point of the day or night, anywhere, like could go through every single thing on my phone and there's nothing to find. Like
Yeah.
the only thing would be some weird screenshots from like 7 years ago that I would have to be like, oh yeah, I have that because of X, Y, and Z or something. But like, there's no messages, photos, like there's nothing.
I'm with you, dude. I'm a changed man. I still get accused.
Back in the day,
Yeah, back in the day, I was a fucking little fuckboy.
Okay.
But but I still, I would say once a week, Amanda wakes up from a bad dream and I did something. It happens a lot. It's to the point where I'm like, babe, I get it, but like I didn't. Like I'll wake up in the morning, she's like, get the fuck away from me. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And she's like, you cheated on me last night. I'm like, nah, I was right here. I'm chilling in this bed the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
So y'all
don't
wouldn't
know
do
how
y'all
to-
wouldn't do if you had the iPad. You wouldn't like.
This
go
is a
through
scenario
it?
I've been in. I've traveled and I realized that like Taylor was logged into the iPad because I was like, and I was like, nah, didn't look at it once.
Okay.
I think the better question for yourself is
I'd
like,
hope you'd be able to trust if you're, like,
your
married,
iPad was
like-
taken by your girl. Are you worried about anything? Obviously, you say no right now because we're on camera. But I think
Nah,
if you can honestly say like I think I can, like you can go through my whole phone. I don't give a fuck. I think you're in good shape.
If your
Yeah,
girl girl said like, can I go through your phone right now? Like, would you like take away the like that's strange you want to do that, but would you be like, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
anything,
I
go
have.
through
I'm
Instagram,
with
whatever.
I don't.
I think we have
nothing-
to say yes.
No, I'm being.
like if any of us said no, we'd be in big trouble.
No, I don't really talk. I don't like be up on girls' shit or like flirting or doing anything like crazy. Like I don't be doing all that. So like no.
That's when you see those people on like Instagram where they like grab a couple off the street and they like swap phones real quick,
Yeah,
and you can tell
yeah.
the girl's always like, I don't.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's like,
it's
dude,
always
that's
like
so
pull up their
embarrassing. Like,
Snapchat, like who's John
Yeah.
R, like
yeah.
who's a friend from
Snapchat.
work?
Yeah, I would actually. I think it's like suspicious at this point. Like if you actively are on Snapchat, like I feel like Snapchat is basically just fucking like
To cheat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, like this new generation, they're making a fuck ton of money off of Snapchat.
Okay, if you're on it posting, but like I would say like
Oh,
if
if
your
you're just like a
girl's
regular
actively
person?
on Snapchat nonstop
Yeah,
as
if
a
you have
regular
no
person,
business
you
being
probably
on
got some
Snapchat,
fucking
yeah,
problems. Yeah.
That's not good.
I've known of some people that use Snapchat that like, yeah.
Yeah, like if your girl's Snapchat score is going up 10,000 points a week, like you might want to check that.
But I ain't saying to go through phones. I'm just saying like if the situation presented itself, I'm just like, oh, I'm curious. Look through it. Might find some shit. You know, it's happening.
I think what's the statute of limitations on that too, though, right?
I wouldn't
like.
know.
I'm sure. No, but I'm sure. Like if Amanda went fucking 7 years back in my Instagram DMs, there's probably something in there that's gonna piss her off.
Wait,
It's
hold on.
like that was 7 years, you know? Like
Have any of you guys? You said you haven't done it, right? Have any of
Yeah.
you guys like done that? Like gone through a girl's phone for real?
I've been caught doing something I wasn't supposed to with someone going through my phone.
Yeah.
Learn my lesson. I mean, that was years ago, but yeah. I've never
I like to
done it.
live in a state of peace, knowing that like
Yeah.
I'm not hiding a single thing.
Yeah.
And like I think it's a good place to be at when you. I think you can be confident in your partner without like the noise of like you're so ignorant, bro. Like you're so confident, but they really are. It's like no, I don't believe that's
you
true.
know, dude, I'm gonna say something crazy, but I think when you know, like I think I'm finally at like there's nothing else that I want.
Yes.
Like I think when you're like with your partner and like I know I'm gonna marry this girl, like I know this is my future. Like now it's not even like a fucking temptation to be like, oh, like let me check. I don't give a shit, you know. It's like I think once you're at that level, like you know, you're good.
Like you don't care to look anywhere else.
No, I don't give a shit. I'm like
sure.
I don't even check my request messages. Like I don't care. You know, like what the fuck else? You know, there's nothing else out there. I'm good.
Yeah.
I think once you're at that point, like fuck, I don't even
I
need
agree.
social media.
I think
It's
we
just
end the
like
pod
post
on
and
Joe saying a really nice
stuff. Right?
motivational phrase right there.
I hope
man.
she watches this.
Yo, randomly, actually, you know what happens to me a lot that I get pissed off at? I hate when people call me. People ever like, thanks, boss? Like, say,
Boss man.
hate when people say, call me boss.
Chief gets me all the
They're
time.
like, they're like, dude, like, hey,
Champ would piss me off.
oh, I hate when people call like,
Champ
just like,
is the worst.
what's up, boss?
I've never been called champ.
Champ
I
is
get
so,
boss a lot.
Champ is so condescending to me. If you call me a champ,
That's why I feel like chief. I don't like chief.
yeah, just don't call me. Just call me my name.
But like, then you got one like, do they know your name?
Yeah, true.
Someone calls
Charlie
me chief. I'm
Coker.
assuming they don't know my fucking name.
Bro, Charlie is like what people like. That's what I was called growing up. Till this day, still.
You
You
know
go to Starbucks and I say Charlie, it always comes out Charlie.
You know what's crazy is like, so the AI that does like the descriptions on these will like, I have to fix it, Shali. But so I get all these spam. First of all, I get like 800 spam calls a day.
Me
like,
too.
Yeah,
bro.
Like a day. It's like,
Control.
I thought it was
your
me.
loan has been auto approved for 15,000.
Yes.
Bro, and I
Or
block
like you're
all
in
of
debt.
them.
I'm like,
Bro,
what the fuck is this shit?
every day I get at least 20 calls.
And I'm blocking all of them, bro. It's
Jeez, I thought it was only me.
no,
Thank God.
Bro.
it's terrible.
And with AI, they're getting so much better. Like the text message I get, like bro, I get iMessage spam. Like they figured out how to get iMessage messages to come through to me, and it'll be like your loan, blah blah. And I'm
Do you
like,
get the
fuck.
DMV one?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh,
I got that
almost
one
paid
yesterday.
one
or
time.
the tolls.
Oh,
the
yeah,
tolls,
yes,
they
yeah,
toll.
Don't do
I
it.
got the toll
I almost
and the
paid a
ticket
toll.
shit. Yeah, don't do it.
PSA: the state of Texas is never texting you.
Yeah,
I
never,
promise
never.
you. So it's old people are fucked.
Yeah.
Like
My
yes,
dad
with
almost
AI
fell
and
for it.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Old people are. It was my grandma already got scammed, and it was like pretty obviously a scam. With AI and shit, like it's gonna sound like you. Your dad's gonna get a phone call 10 years from now, and it's gonna sound like you. It's gonna look like it's gonna be fucking
Dad, I'm in
AI.
jail. I need $100,000 right
Yeah,
now into this
I mean,
random account.
It's gonna get bad.
Well, the AI changes your name to Charlie, and I have to fix it. But I get so many fucking stupid emails throughout the day that I ignore most of them. But sometimes it'll always be people that are like, you know, hey, like Max, like I want to do something for your podcast. But I've got like two like this, and it goes, hey, absolutely loved your podcast. It was so funny when you like were talking with Charlie Coker on the thing. But like even they just grabbed the name from there. I'm like, yeah, man, this is fucking terrible, bro.
Yeah, we do get a lot. I get a lot of requests of people that want to do like short form podcast stuff. I've noticed like I get a lot of messages. They're like, "Hey, can you put me in touch with Max? I want to like offer y'all like
get
short
those too.
form." And I'm like,
I don't even post on the Instagram anymore, bro. When I posted not only the intros where I thought were really funny, but like I post clips and all these things, and they go, I'll get like the Ronnie Coleman clip thing on IG from the podcast get like 300,000 views, but the podcast has like 40, and I'm like, everyone thinks that short form leads to like long form conversion. It's like people just want the short form.
and there's no money.
Yeah,
Like
so
the ad is. There's
it was
not a
almost
single
like not
fucking-
worth my time. Even with AI now, you could just load it and auto generate. And you're like, it's just something. It's literally not even worth the 10 seconds it would take me to do it. I'm just like, find me on YouTube. I'm not doing the shorts thing. I'm not doing.
So you don't think you don't think there's a space where it could help at all?
I do, but I just.
It's not worth your time.
I think this pod is so interesting because, first of all, I would say that I'd probably say like 90% of people that watch this pod probably watch my vlogs. And then there's probably some people that have just found from the pod, and often we'll get people that'll come up to us and talk to us about like the pod. Even there's a person I had 3 people come up to me in Cancun while I was on vacation that were like, "Oh, I follow your channel."
This is my life now. I haven't been recognized from YouTube in like 3 years.
Yeah.
And now it's strictly the pod. Like,
But, like,
I love the pod.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been getting recognized too.
Yeah.
I get at random places. They'll be like, "Yo, aren't you on Max's pod?" Where was I? This was like last week. I was with Princess, and this dude came up to me like, "Bro, I'm a huge fan It was an Asian dude who was with his girlfriend. He's like, I'm a huge fan. I watched you on Max's pod. And I was like, cool. I have a name.
What's interesting about this pod, it's Charlie Coker.
Hey, what's up, champ? I watch you on the pod all the time.
I watched a little bit of the last pod to see how shitty it was without me.
Right.
It's cool to know you got jumped by a bunch of Asian dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently.
In the last episode, I never told you this story. I got jumped. The first time, we talked about the first time we've ever gotten in a fight.
Oh, okay.
The first time we've ever been, I guess, beaten up. And I got jumped, by Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was I listened to like most of the pod back, and the whole time I was just like, fuck, I would have had this joke here. I would have said this here. I was so mad that no one was capitalizing on these fucking jokes. I was like,
Hey,
Taylor confirmed the guy that I said that she may have known too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, in the next pod, if Christian's back on, by the way, Christian's not on because he's coming back from Chicago today. But something that we might need to dog him on. Apparently, this is so funny, bro. Heidi told Taylor that Christian came down and was like super stressed out to Heidi and was like, when then the bombing happened, he's like, I think war might be happening.
Bombing?
The Iran
this is like weeks
yeah.
ago. Okay.
He was like really stressed out about that potential war, and she's like, yeah, no, it's crazy. And he was concerned that he might be drafted. He was like really like I'm just worried that like I might get drafted and have to go to a war. And we're like,
What the fuck?
like Christian. You think
I think he might be the last person.
But he was like stressed.
Christian's too old to get drafted.
I know, that's the whole like he can't get drafted.
And he would.
Yeah, but he was.
Christian's like a 220-pound Mexican blonde chick. Like Christian says some blonde ass shit sometimes.
But he also
Every once in a while he
doesn't-
says something, I'm just like,
Yeah, he doesn't. But I think he's so far removed from like reality. Like,
That comment alone lets me know where he's like.
Yeah.
He's insanely smart, but every once in a while Christian says some shit, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Don't worry, I say that
you
shit all
say?
the time though.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of next week we got to talk about. I don't know the depths of this big beautiful bill, what that does.
I thought
dude,
we
I
were
don't know
going to talk
anything
about that
about
today.
Yeah,
Me and Russ had a long conversation.
we've been
about
talking
it.
about it all week.
all I saw.
Y'all know what's up?
Yeah.
Do we know? What do you mean?
We were literally we had like an hour conversation about this morning.
I'll run this pod another 5-10 minutes, bro. What's big beautiful bill? What every
staying out of
kid between born this year
Yeah.
through 2028 gets $1,000 into the S&P 500,
Fuck yeah.
which is almost. So then you would pay taxes when you pulled it out at the very end, then it just goes back to the government.
Yeah, but not
No,
all
I
of it.
don't.
Well, you pay taxes on.
I thought I
the-
read something where like you could pull it
Maybe
out.
it's
and,
non-taxed?
Like, yeah, it's non-taxed.
It's non-taxed.
I don't
Maybe.
think so.
I guess that's cool.
That's what
Good for Charlie.
Hey, I'm gonna, because I don't know anything, I'll get my viewpoints out of the way, and then y'all can take over. The amount of misinformation on this fucking bill, I did see that. I mean, like the fucking AOCs of the world and shit are just spewing. Like there was a statistic on the news, and they were like, oh, like people on the lowest income people, tax is gonna go up 300%, and it was like true. But based on, it was people that make less than 10 grand a year are going to go from paying $0 in taxes to like $30. And that's where this figure was coming from. But they make it look like they're like, oh, the poor are going to pay 3,000% more tax. And it's like, no, yes, but you're basing this off of $0 to 3 or 30, whatever the fuck it was. I also saw, and I don't know if maybe he's just trying to fucking juice us up here, but I saw Trump tweeted like no income tax on anyone under 200 grand a year because of tariffs or something. And then something else, no property tax or some, I don't know what it was, but I saw he posted
all
like,
for that.
yeah, he posted two really big, like no income tax, no property tax. I'm like, if that shit happens, I don't think we'll ever see another Democrat get in the fucking White House.
Greg Abbott already said he wants to like lower
Abolish,
or
property
demolish
taxes.
like.
Yeah.
If you get rid of fucking income tax,
He already did something, right? That bill already passed where property tax.
I think they're working on it. I don't think it's passed yet, but I think they're like.
If he could eliminate that
proposal.
before I build this new house, that'd be great. That'd be just perfect.
The problem is we'd have to move the taxes to like
Something
off
else.
topic. All right, big beautiful bill.
No, but
we got?
what me and Russ saw today was anyone under 50,000, 51,000 and above to be exact, but anyone under 50,000 and below would be getting taxed more, or they'd be either getting taxed more or there'd be some sort of negative spending because Social Security and Medicare are like, I don't know. I don't want to sound,
Yeah.
I don't want to like put it out there and then people flame me in the comments. But
Normally I would be like Fox News has been gold and I'd ready to go, but I've just been fucking checked out. So I,
I wanted to go check because I wanted to watch Fox News about it, and then I wanted to watch CNN, and then like obviously go on my social media binge, kind of figure it out because I like to get a good balance. But from what I'm getting consensus wise, it just seems like it's going to obviously people that have money and make money, great for y'all. But for like the other 40% of America, like or like the majority, it's gonna have some like negative ramifications.
But you would
I
think of being called Big Beautiful Bill.
it's a big bill.
But if it's big, beautiful, that mean there's good stuff, or like why?
Something that it does do that I saw was the military gets funded to like a level we've never even seen, and we're already top dog, but they're putting a shit ton of money in the military. But I think it was like ICE and Border Patrol get funded like more than the FBI and shit. Like they're like now the top agency.
Is it true that they get funded more than some branches of the military?
I don't know about that. I just saw like as of this bill, I don't know if it's ICE or Border, whatever it was, or ICE, Homeland Security. Yeah, no, they're higher than FBI on the funding list now.
You know,
they're reinforcing like the borders. For sure.
I've been seeing some shit now, and I'm like, I know that first pod we are like, well, if it's only the illegals and blah blah. Like now we're starting to see like some of our builders are slowing down on like people won't show up to work.
It's coming to
like
Texas.
we've been told that like Toll Brothers has had an issue with like their houses are getting delayed because a lot of the people that are supposed to be working on them won't go to work because they're fucking terrified.
For sure. Like I'm starting to have friends now. Like their parents and siblings are now being detained.
I mean, I saw like ICE was picking up people at Home Depot, and I'm like, all right, now we're getting like a little too far.
It's been kind of fucked for a minute because like a lot of people are getting picked. I know like people were getting picked up at graduations. People were getting picked up at like. Remember I sent you that video too. The guy getting detained in like the
the guy that fought Jake Paul. Well, he was a
no.
That he was a criminal.
That one's a little bit different. I'm talking about the car wash one.
Yeah.
And I was literally just having I was having like a snack with my girlfriend's friend, and her dad got.
Were you naked?
Her dad got what?
Her dad got detained by ICE.
Your girlfriend's friend's dog.
Dad.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dad.
He got detained by ICE. He got hit. And when the police showed up, they detained him.
We're gonna have a fucking
identification.
Yeah, they tried to identify him, and it's
they like spawn camp in the Home Depots and shit. We're gonna have fucking problems because like
Cornelius,
these houses,
who's gonna do the work?
That's what I'm saying. No, I mean you're fucking right. It is a fucking truth. Like that is.
Yeah.
There's a good majority of fucking work in this country that will not happen if we don't have illegal immigrants.
Fuck, man.
And it is very important fucking work. I mean, it's like
not most of their work,
fucking,
but like they're getting ripped for their families too.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I mean, I think the statistic was like wild, but I mean, yeah, in like construction and custodial and stuff like that, I mean, it is like 80% of the fucking industry is like, that's just how it is. Farming is real fucking high on that too. Like most fucking farmers in California and stuff have illegals working for them. It's just part of it.
He had to come out and like kind of push back. He had to pull back from that, from what I saw.
When I saw literally like they had a van outside Home Depot and you have dudes with fucking armor and M4s and shit, like picking up dudes trying to get work. I'm like, this is not the fucking optics that are going to help this. Yeah. Like this isn't what we voted for.
That's a big part of like what the riot, not the riot. I mean, I guess like the protests and the riots were in LA.
Is it illegal to offer work to people? Like, because
if you knowingly know, yeah.
If like, you were to get people from the Home Depot, like, you're like I didn't ask them for papers, so you're just like ignorant to the fact.
If you're just picking somebody up to do some work at your house, like you're not going to get arrested for that. If you own sour strips and you actively hire 4 people that you know are illegal and you don't fucking report them and stuff, like you can get in trouble with the government on that one.
Is it kind of one of those things like?
But there's loopholes. Like you can hire them through a temp agency. Now it's not your responsibility.
Yeah, but if you hired them and then they're like, "Here's my social security number," like, are you required to do a check to make sure that that's not?
I mean that
like
that happens with us.
I would just save that for proof. So this is what they presented.
Yeah, I mean, we have to make sure that you're a citizen, but like we're not. I'm not
background checking.
Exactly. Yeah. Or like like temp agent. A lot of them get work through temp agencies because then the liability is not on the company. Like we hire 20 people from a temp agency. If they're illegal, the temp agency's at fault, not us.
Man, shit.
But well, it is, initially the idea of like, let's get rid of the illegals that are fucking criminals that are like raping and stealing. Like, sounds great. Now you're like going into fucking kitchens.
Into
and,
like,
yeah, now you're like raiding hotels. And I'm like,
that's usually kind of the starts though. It's like you demonize a group, and then obviously like you're gonna have like the people that are doing bad. Like obviously we want to take care of those people, but that's gonna start bleeding into like now we're just gonna purge.
We had the outliers. You had like the 6 high profile cases that everything was built on. Like the 6 like white women that were killed by like that was the whole basis for everything else.
Yeah,
it's real easy to get people riled up when like, oh, this like white American good old girl got fucking raped in the park by an illegal. Let's get rid of them. It's like real easy to rally behind that.
Where do you think this ends?
I think he's gonna have to step in, and like I said, the optics are like,
who is he?
Trump.
And stop
because now
like
ICE is getting. I know, but like now ICE is getting funded hard, and like again the optics of like, I mean, dude, these dudes are like fucking military. Like it's not even like a fucking cop that's like, hey, you're illegal, we're gonna take you out. It's like fucking a group of 8 dudes with like full mask, body armor, fucking M4s and shit, mean, it literally looks like the military's coming in and like grabbing people off the fucking street, and it's like, this doesn't look great.
And sometimes they're with their families. It's
Yeah, I'm like, this shit.
Yeah.
When you look like you're military and you're fucking grabbing people off the street and loading them into an unmarked car and taking them where no one knows, now we're approaching that like Nazi Germany, like when you have the military guys with fucking like skull masks on and shit, like hopping out and grabbing people and throwing them in, like
and they're screaming America as they do it.
not a great look. On
They don't
the
even have to
news.
identify themselves anymore. They just
No.
go up and just.
And now they're, because of this bill, like now they're getting fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
funded,
they're gonna have
like-
fucking tanks and shit. Like they got money now.
Now they're doing it with pride. Like they look like they're having fun when they do it.
Well, I mean, like the guy. No, who's the? It was like the head of something. He's very like he's no nonsense.
The head of ICE.
I think so. Maybe it's him.
Homan.
He's
He's like border
bald.
patrol. Yeah. He's the one that's like,
Fucking-
yeah, he's legit.
He's like, we're gonna round you up and we don't care.
Well, and I mean, so initially
shit.
it was like to stop the flow, and they've done that. I think
Yeah,
last
yeah,
month we
yeah.
had like 5 illegals. Like the number's so low now that we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to get rid of everyone in the fucking country. I think we could just stop the flow of drugs and illegals over the border and just call it quits. I think everyone would be on board with that.
Now it's become like a purge.
Now
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like,
purge for
yeah, and it's gonna become a, like if you're not replacing them at the rate you're taking them out,
Oh my god.
or the economy's fucked. Like,
economy is fucked.
Next week on Don't Be Sour, the falling economy and the destruction of America. All right. Well, excited to see the comments on this one.
I don't even think we really.
We didn't really
This went
say
all over the
anything.
place. How do you
Yeah, it was-
how do you rate this pod?
This is great.
You think this was a
Yeah, I like it.
That was funny.
It's chill. Yeah.
8 out of 10 kind of pod?
Yeah.
Type shit.
High
I'm
rated.
just happy to be back, dude.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is the final stages.
I'll be
of
here
my,
in the next like 2 years or so. So
No, bro.
Hey, dude, Juneteenth's in like 9.5 months, 10 months.
You know, I had like the 1 week you weren't on. I realized when I bring people in, then as soon as like they're not on, they were like, "Why'd you not let them back?"
People were asking me where I was.
I was realizing, I was like, the pod is turning in. It's like this, which I love, but I'm like, now if like someone's in town and I don't ask them to come on the pod, I'm almost like, they're kind of, you don't want me on the pod? Why don't you ask me on the pod? I'm like, I can only have 4 seats, bro. I think if you had 5, I think it starts getting a little ridiculous. That's too many.
You historically, I mean, even these like.
Four's
we talk
I
a lot,
like
and then
4.
y'all interject, and I think that's good. If you have like 3 people that talk a lot, it's just going to be out of fucking.
Yeah, I can't shut up. But new episodes every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, unless you don't get one. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell all your friends. If you're on podcast streaming service, give us a 5-star review. Don't know what it does, but I think it helps. Thanks so much for tuning in. Eat more sour strips ever forward. Everyone's socials will be down in the description. I like your vlogs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that camera?
are you vlogging right now?
Yeah,
Bro, that camera's a game changer. I think
is a
if I
game
make a
changer.
comeback, I'm going to start just only using that camera.
You can always tell people using that because like, oh, let me look. Oh, hold on. Oh,
gotta get
too
good
far
at
up,
it.
too far down.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
does
it is a game changer. I mean,
Does it? Oh, I don't have an SD card in it. That's annoying.
that's like
Yeah,
the only
your
thing
age,
you
your
should
age
check.
just showed
Amateur
up.
move.
Fuck.
We'll see you guys next week.